Yo, 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 we're back. And you already know what it is. About to do a little bit of PKing tonight. And talking about the fights this weekend. You know, we got the Khalil Roundtree versus Jamal Hill fight. So we're going to chop it up. I'm going to tell you guys my picks. I think it's going to be a damn good fight. They've already started the shit talk, going back and forth. Hit that like button. All right, here we go. This is my setup for tonight. It's a pretty good setup, you know. Been getting some crazy kills as of late. So let's get right into it. All right, so Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree. It's an interesting fight. I don't know what it is about Jamal Hill. I think he's just, I don't want to say he's just a really good athlete, because I think a lot of people say that about a lot of black fighters. Let's keep it 1,000. They literally just say, oh, he's a great athlete. But when I see Jamal Hill, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't understand what it is about him specifically, why he has been so successful in fighting. You know, but he's a hell of a fighter. Nonetheless, like when he fought Glover Teixeira, they had a war, you know? So this fight with Khalil Roundtree, I don't know. I can see it playing out in a lot of different ways. I can see it playing out as Jamal Hill kind of maybe overpowering Khalil with the mindset a little bit. But I'm going with Khalil. I think Khalil's going to pull it off. I think he's going to go out there and have a great performance coming off of that fight with Alex Pereira, where Alex Pereira is, you know, one of the best fighters we've seen in a long time. And you know, Khalil went round for round with him and had a great fight. So I see him doing well in this fight. All right, we got our first fight. Let's go. Here we go. All right, we got this dude right here. He's in trash gear, so he should be pretty easy to take out. Here we go. But yeah, so one way I see the fight playing out is, you know, Jamal Hill, he really doesn't throw many kicks. We've seen Khalil whenever he's like one of the only fighters to go in and finish somebody with that crazy ass oblique kick. He actually tore a dude's knee apart with that kick. So I could actually see this fight playing out like that. You know, someone getting injured with that oblique kick. Specifically Jamal, since he's coming off of a big injury with his knee, or with his Achilles. There we go. Got our first kill. Got him out of there. Destroyed that dude. Wrecked that dude. Little quick 2 mil. So I'm gonna try to get on a 10 kill streak tonight. So that was an easy ass fight. But yeah, I see that happening with the injury Jamal Hill had to his Achilles, which is a brutal injury, by the way. I messed up my ankle before years ago. It took a good solid, like 2 years for it to fully heal. And I didn't get surgery or nothing, but the ankle injuries are no joke. So I'm going to go Khalil with this fight. Later on, I'm going to look at the fight card and see who all is actually fighting. Oh, yeah, that's right. Charles Oliveira, of course, and Ilia Topuria. You know, you guys already know I'm going with Charles. You know, I think Charles is a hell of a fighter. I like his style. He's an exciting fighter. He does really well against short fighters as well, which Ilia is a shorter guy. So I'm going with Charles, of course. A lot of crazy shit going on in the world right now, though. You know, super lucky to be over here in America. You know, we look at that. We could sit here. We could fucking go and play some RuneScape and go train You know, so super lucky. We got Rifleman over here. I don't know what this dude wants. So we're taking on all comers. If any of you play the game, hop into World 18 and come get it. Got the kombucha on deck. You know, super tasty. So now we're 1-0. We got another easy fight. This guy's level 125. We'll get him out of here. You guys got any tips for me? I hate guys who play like this. I already know what this guy's whole game is. I'm just going to try to kill him fast. Fuck. I'm probably not even going to fight this dude because this guy is such a coward. I hate people who fight like this. But there is an easy way to deal with guys like this, which is Dragon Claws. Damn, we're getting wrecked right now. Shit. Like, I'm in some of the best gear in the game, and I'm getting destroyed right now. All right, let me lock in for a second. We'll get this guy up out of here. All right, now I'm going to kill this dude. Watch this. We might even get a smite on this dude. Let me know if this angle is good for you guys as well. All right, watch this. And we've been getting some crazy-ass kills as of late. Like yesterday, we were piecing people up with the claws. Got him. Got him. Easy. So now we're on, that's 2 kills in a row. But yeah, I just posted a video on the McGregor. He got into a brawl in Ibiza, Spain. So check that out. It got age restricted. You know, we're just wrecking everybody right now. 2-0. Let's go get another kill. We can get to 10 kills. You know, my next thing on this game is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get the mage gear for this mini game. I think it's called Zuriel, and I'm gonna get full Zuriel next. You know, I think mage is something that's like underutilized in this game, but mage is pretty dope in this game. So my next big thing is gonna be getting full Zuriel and then making like some type of video where we're gonna go PK in the mage gear, and I think that would be pretty fun. All right, let's go get another kill, get our 3rd kill in a row. And this is the gear I'm in. I'm in World 18. You know, we know what it is. Hit that like button. We're whooping people's ass. Make sure you check out that new video I did as well. Hit that like. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get our 3rd kill. Yeah, it's gonna be an easy kill as well. Look at all these noobs in here in this like just terrible gear. They all fight the same. They're all predictable. Here we go. Anytime you fight people like this, it's super easy. They're easy to deal with. They all do the same thing. So all you have to do is avoid the right there, the venge. Now I know he can't venge for another 30 seconds. So right now is where I'm gonna do a lot of damage. All right, so now we got probably have about another 15 seconds here before he can venge again. And I only need 1 more hit. Now my Soul Reaper is fully loaded. Boom, easy. Easy, now he's dead. Oh shit. Wow, you have to be shitting me. That's crazy. You guys see this shit? That's insane. Yeah, that's one thing about streaming as well. I gotta lock in. Almost got smited right there. But we're definitely gonna kill this dude. I still haven't even used any of my specs. So now he's dead. He's out of here. Damn. We'll get this dude out of here right now. Make sure you hit that like button as well. All right, he's about to use his. Yeah, we almost died right there again. And soon here, he's going to be able to use his special attack. So he's got to be aware of that. All right, here he comes in a second. These dudes are super easy to beat, by the way. All you have to do is just watch. All right, he's about to venge in about 5 seconds here. Here we go. We got him out of here. He's dead. You be fucking shitting me. Hit that like button. All right, he's about to spec in a second here. Here it comes. Here it comes. I'm about to run in a second though. Actually, this is crazy. Like, I'm in the best gear in the game, and somehow this motherfucker is still surviving. You know what I'm saying? This game. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get this dude out of here. Damn, we're out. Almost died right there, but he ran. No balls. No balls. All right, next one, we're gonna get him out of there. Hit that like button. But yeah, you know, for you guys who don't know, you guys who are new in the room, I'm a professional fighter, you know, but we also fuck it up on RuneScape. You know, don't get it twisted. It's all not all nerds on this game. But I guess I am a nerd, but fuck it, you know. But so there's a big UFC fights this weekend. Pretty exciting fights, biggest ones in a while. The one I'm looking forward to, the one I'm putting money on, is the Charles Oliveira and Ilya fight. I think that has potential to be one of the biggest fights of the year, or one of the best fights of the year, I should say. All right, we're gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna switch it up. This time I'm gonna switch up the style. I'm gonna grab actually a Noxus halberd so I can poison him and do extra damage on him, so we can get him out of there quick. And this will be our third kill in a row, which we just logged on. We're out here whooping people's ass. Hit that like button. And feel free, ask me anything. Have you guys ever been in a fight before? Like a real fight. I'm not talking a RuneScape fight. Right there, boom. All right, he's gonna spec right now. We gotta eat that, triple eat that. All right, now he's gonna surge potion, of course. Boom, now we're good. Now he's cooked. Now he's cooked. All right, watch this. There we go. Now he's poisoned. And he thought I was coming with the Soul Reaper. But nah, kid. So I'm going to wait till the poison hits him, which is going to be about right now. And we're going to get him out of there. See you, kid. See you. Wow, this dude's lucky as hell. This dude is getting lucky as hell. I'm in literally the best gear for this mini game, and somehow this dude's still surviving. This is the shit I'm talking about. But you see that? So now the next round, he's gonna come with the anti-venom. But what I'm doing here is I'm doing so much damage to him between the venom and my vengeance and my ring of suffering that it was just easy to take him out. Just cooked him up real quick, you know, destroyed him. Another meal right there. Bury the bones. You know how we do. Say what's up to Switzerland. We see you out there. Give him a little wave. You know, we wrecking everybody. We're burying bones. We burying bones out here. So next, I'm going to go back to my Soul Reaper. That's 3 in a row right there. And we just hopped on stream. Hit that like button as well. We on a fucking roll right now, destroying everybody. And this is, so I already sold my PK tab. This is my PK tab as of today so far. This is about 30, 40 mil, something like that. I'm thinking I might just save my PK tab and try to get to like a few bill. Again, last time I sold it big time, I was at like 3 bill in the tab. You know, I might just like kind of save up and You know, maybe make a little stream, or maybe even donate some to people on the stream. You know, if you come to World 18 and you're on the game and I kill somebody on here, you can get the kills. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we roll over here if it's your first time over here on this channel. All right, so now I'm going to switch it back over to the Soul Reaper. Boom. Okay. And if we have another fight and someone survives, then I'm going to pull back out the Noxus. You know, so I'm just gonna trick them. We're going back and forth. I'm gonna trick them, you know, so they never really get a chance to figure me out. That's one of the main rules of combat. You know, when they think you're weak, appear strong. And when you are strong, appear weak. That's like Sun Tzu, Art of War. I got the book right over here. Hold on, let's make sure we don't get killed real quick. Where is it at? I got the book right over here somewhere. I'll pull that shit out later. But yeah, when you appear weak, when you appear strong, appear weak. When you're strong, appear weak. When you're weak, appear strong. That's the Art of War. All right, so we're about to go get this third kill right now. And this dude, I fought this dude multiple times. So this guy likes to run away after specking. So we're just gonna kind of keep that in mind. I'm gonna hit him a few times. I'm gonna get a couple hits, load up my Soul Reaper, and then we're gonna get him out of here. I let him survive there. He'll play with the food a little bit. You know, look at him run. Look at him run. He's gonna come back and we're gonna kill him. Watch this. It's over with, kid. See ya. See you, kid. That's 4 in a row right there. Hey, we're whooping everybody's ass today. This is crazy. 4 in a row right there. Boom. We're gonna hit 10 kill streak pretty quickly tonight. You know, damn, we're just wrecking everybody tonight. So that's 10 right there. So that's my style. You know, if they survive, you switch it up on them. They never get a chance to figure you out. And I just posted a new video earlier about McGregor got in a little brawl in Ibiza. This is like his one brawl out of many brawls, and we kind of go into you know, fighters getting into fights outside the cage and whatnot, and why it's not like any other sport. So when you see a fighter in the club, or let's say you see a basketball player in the club and you want to be like, oh, you lost the basketball game. Yeah, it's not really gonna be a big deal. But if you see someone who's a fighter and you come up to them and you're like, hey, you got your ass beat by Khabib, they're probably gonna try to whoop your ass. You know, so as like a fight fans gotta be a little bit smarter. You gotta remember that this isn't no sport. You know what I'm saying? It's war. It's the war game. That's something Nick Diaz said. And I love how he said that. It's not a sport, it's the war game. Because that's exactly what it is. So, you know, this is one of my homies right here, Switzerland. I don't feel like sculling, but I don't feel like sculling on this dude, because if we skull, then we're gonna have to stay skulled. But let's see here. Let's see if he's gonna skull. Should we skull on him or not? All right, he's gonna skull. Perfect. All right, this dude's actually really good, so we're gonna have to lock in here, but we're gonna cook him up as well. In this current setup I'm in, I'm damn near unstoppable because the amount of damage I'm able to do is just too much. So the people who are coming in weak ass gear, they're gonna get hit so many times. As long as I'm able to avoid their big combos, They're gonna die in the long fight, and they're gonna die in the short fight. Because by the time I've done X amount of oh shit, here we go. All right, he's coming right out the gate. Oh, he's trying to kill me right out the gate. Almost had me. He has one more spec too. Oh, you little sneaky bastard. All right, I'm gonna make you pay for that. I'm gonna make you pay for that. Here we go. Oh shit, and he's using the Soul Reaper as well. Damn, I already damn near ate all my food. But he's gonna get murked as well. Here it is. You got lucky there. Here we go. Watch this KO, guys. Damn. This is trash. He's already running. And now he could just be trying to lure me in here. But I'm gonna go. I know he's full on hit points, but we got him. If he didn't run there, he was dead. Yeah. So now I'm gonna run actually. See ya. So yeah, he got lucky as hell, but now I'm gonna switch it up on him. I'm gonna switch it up real quick on him. He thinks he has me figured out, and that's when you switch it up on him. So I highly doubt he might be anti-venomed because he's seen me KO the last dude, but I honestly doubt it. So now it's time to pull out the anti-venom. And with this is actually my best style because the amount of damage that gets done, it makes it really, really hard for them to recover from it. So here we go. This is gonna be our 5th kill in a row in like 10 minutes or so. Here we go. He's out there in the crater. All right, boom. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're ripping through him right now. And so soon here in about 10 seconds, he's gonna start getting hit with poison or venom. Exactly. And so since now he has to load up his Soul Reaper, that's going to be the time when we KO him. He's dead. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. That's my issue with the Soul Reaper. Like, you would think, like, it's just so, it just doesn't hit, like, whenever you need it to hit. So this is like a horrible matchup for him because he's taking damage from the Soul Reaper, and every time he hits me, he's gonna take damage, and he's gonna hit with poison. So it's like, this is like probably the worst case scenario for him. But I need him to hit big hits though. Damn, I almost got killed right there. I'm gonna fake smite myself so he stays. Damn. So now we're gonna switch back. We're gonna switch back to the Soul Reaper because now he knows that we're gonna be using the Noxus. He's gonna anti-venom himself. So that's when you switch back to the Soul Reaper. And to be honest, you know what? I'm gonna switch it completely. I'm gonna use my whip. I'm gonna actually use a whip. I'm gonna use a whip and claws now. We got 30 seconds. Here we go. Hit that like button. So, who you guys got in the fights this weekend, the UFC fights? If any of you guys watch the fights, you guys already know my picks. Charles Oliveira. Oh wow, he skipped. Yeah, good, smart move on his part because he was about to get destroyed. All right, so now we're gonna switch back to the Soul Reaper, and that would be our 5th kill. I'm gonna stay here for right now. Actually, I'm gonna stay here in this setup, see what happens. All right, we got a noob here as well. Yeah, we're gonna cook him up with the claws. This dude be easy to kill him with the claws. I'm not even gonna pull out the Soul Reaper on him because he's gonna be so easy to wreck. You know, hit that like button. Much love. But yeah, so I'll tell you guys a quick story. One time I was in Vegas, right? And Francis Ngannou was fighting. And I had a good chunk of money. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this money on Francis. And it was actually when Francis fought Stipe Miocic. But I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Francis ended up destroying Stipe. Francis ended up destroying Stipe. I would have won like something like $20,000. You know, so I mean, I don't recommend gambling, but sometimes you can make bank on it. All right, here we go. We're about to wreck this dude. I'm gonna kill this dude fast. Not even gonna give him an opportunity because he's in shitty gear, so we should be able to claw him pretty quickly. Got him out of there. Got him. That's 5 kills in a row. Destroyed him. Hey, where's Oda Block at? I need my rematch with Oda. So that's 5 kills in under 20 minutes. You know, we're just ripping through everybody right now. And I like this setup currently. So I'm going to stay in this setup for a little bit with the whip because it hits them so fast. Between that and, you know, some of these dudes who are going to be ranging, this is going to be a really good way to take them out. Especially the claws work really good on people with Void Wakers because it's a little bit faster than a Void Waker. All right, here we go. Let's get 10 kills. Boom. Let's get it. So now I'm going to put my Vesta Spear back because we don't need that. We'll get an extra brew. Some of you guys ask like, oh, why do I have so many brews? This is so I could triple eat nonstop. That's why I have 2 strength potions or 2 combat potions and 4 brews and 2 crates. So all day I'm ready to go. You know, I can sit there and triple eat all day if I get in a dicey situation. So unless someone just pulls out some crazy ass combo, it's gonna be hard to kill me. Especially when you're able to anticipate people's movements. So let's check out the stats. This is my setup currently. I got pretty good defense. I have 15% accuracy with my special attacks in this setup. A good amount of strength, so I can hit 50s, 52s in this gear. We got an opponent, level 118. This guy looks like he's not going to skull, though, so let's see what he's talking about. All right, this guy's going to skull. It's going to be an easy kill. We're going to get 25 kills and get a nuke. I'm going to try to kill him fast out. Oh, shit, we fucked up. Wow, are you shitting me? Well, I fucked up twice there. Damn. I had a chance to smite him for his claws as well. So now I'm just going to hit him with the claws because he's trying to set me up for a big combo spec, and I'm not having it. There it is. I'm dead. Nah. There we go. We ate that. No problem. And now he's running. He still had a spec left, so I don't know why he's running. But that's that guy's game, is just to try to kill me fast. So I'm gonna try to kill him faster than he's even able to try to kill me. But he's not gonna come out and fight. He's gonna skip. Yeah, so like I said, he skipped, straight coward. And that was a smart move on his point, on his part, because he was about to get destroyed. So let's get back to it. Here we go. But yeah, I don't know if some of you guys know, it's crazy like what's going on with Ben Askren right now. Ben Askren, like he's like literally fighting for his life right now. Like he has I guess he got staph infection and then he just got sick. And he's a healthy dude, but apparently he needs like a lung transplant. Really crazy stuff, So prayers for Ben Askren. Hopefully he's able to bounce back, and hopefully he doesn't need a lung transplant, That goes to show that could happen to anybody, because Ben Askren's a pretty healthy dude, super athlete, elite level fighter. Regardless of the Jake Paul fight, he had a whole career before that, but he was an undefeated fighter for a very long time. So super unfortunate. All right, here we go. We got another fight, another easy fight right here. I'm gonna make sure this time we're able to use our spec. Yeah, he's an AGSer dude, so we gotta be careful with that. Here we go. He's dead. Got him out of here. See, kid. That's 6 kills in a row. Six kills. We just need 4 more to get our T10. And that's why I like this setup as well. This setup is a very fast-paced setup. So if someone's using range, you can like rip through them real quick. So that's why I like that as well. 1 second. Like I was saying earlier, guys, boom. The art of war. Let's look through the art of war right now while we're whooping people's ass. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of art of war. And this is funny because it works in every aspect of life, not just RuneScape. It works in real life PvP, which would be MMA or boxing or jiu-jitsu. But I'm gonna find a good quote, and we're gonna go back to fighting. Let me see. Find a good spot here. So we just need 4 more kills. Here we go. Unless it's absolutely necessary, never use force when taking control of another state. Not using force will enable you to relax the fears of the people. When they realize the meaning of your intentions, they will follow your lead and obey if properly prepared. So, there's a lot of ways you could take that. You know what I'm saying? The way I take it in a sense of PvP or combat is like when I'm using my subtle ways to fuck people up, like the poison and like the ring of suffering. Those are little subtle ways to piece people up, which they don't even realize they're getting pieced up until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Another good book we're gonna get into is the Book of 5 Rings. That's actually my favorite book when it comes to martial arts and combat. So we're about to get 4 more kills. We're about to cook it up real quick. 4 more kills, easy work. Hit that like button. I'm gonna grab his book right here. Right now we're on a T6. We're gonna get to T10 pretty quickly. And this right here is the Book of Five Rings. One of the best books when it comes to martial arts combat. And it's funny because how it works in a game like Runescape, but it works in like every aspect of life, you know. So I'm actually gonna do a live where we break down this book pretty soon here. But the chapter I like the most is the fire chapter. Or actually, matter of fact, here's something right here. This chapter is called, you guys probably can't see that, but the killing sword. The killing sword. There is an old saying, weapons are instruments of ill omen. Despite the way of heaven, to use them only when unavoidable is the way of heaven. Oh, we got to fight. Hold on. Hold that thought. We're gonna piece. Oh, this guy skipped. Everybody shook. We got everybody shook tonight. The reason weapons are instruments of ill omen is that the way of heaven is the way that gives life to beings. So something used for killing is truly an instrument of ill omen. Thus saying, oh, we gotta fight. We gotta fight right now. Hold up. Thus saying has it, we gotta fight. Hold up. I'm gonna hold that note, hold that thought. You gotta eat. We're gonna cook this guy up right quick. This is a more dangerous fight because he's in DH, but I think we'll get him out of there quick. Got him. 7 kills in a row. Easy work. Light work. That was an 8 miller right there. You know, whooped his ass. So we just need 3 more kills to get to T10. And we're gonna continue on this chapter of the Book of Five Rings. Destroyed that dude. Damn. Bury the bones. Let's see the kill. 7 mil. All right, let's go back to it. Where were we? All right, so thus the saying has it, what contradicts the way of heaven is despised. Nevertheless, it also says to use arms when unavoidable is the way of heaven. What does this mean? Although flowers blossom and greenery increases in the spring breeze, when the autumn frost comes, leaves will always drop and the trees wither. This is the judgment of nature. This is some deep shit. This is deep shit right here. This is because there is logic in striking down something. When it is complete, people may take advantage of events, do evil, but when that evil is complete, it is attacked. That is why it is said that using weapons is also the way of heaven. So this book was written by a dude named Miyamoto Musashi, who basically, he had something like 60 death matches with samurai swords. And in his later life, when he retired and he became like a gardener or he became an artist or whatever, he basically just wrote the Book of Five Rings, which is basically the concepts of war and fighting, not just in physical hand-to-hand combat, but also in life itself. So one of my favorite books of all time, and I will be doing like a live on that book. You know, we'll just kind of go through each chapter. We just need 3 more kills to hit T10. Boom. That's what this is right here. So we've been ripping through everybody real quick. And we're risking 20 mil. So he's gonna wait for another fight. So I'm gonna pull up my favorite chapter, actually, the fire chapter. That what we just read, we gotta hold up. We got another fight. Let's cook this dude up right quick. Let's cook this guy up real quick. I've already destroyed this dude multiple times, but we're gonna do it again. I don't know why it lagged like that, but that was trash. Now we're gonna never give him a chance to recover. And you know, he can fight a little bit more free because he's not risking 20 mil. Destroyed. And so now we're on a 8-fight kill streak. And we're gonna go recover. We're gonna go get some stuff, and I'm gonna go kill this dude, which is our target. All right, let's get it. We're gonna hit this tier. We're on tier 7. We're gonna hit this tier 8 right now in a second. But we are on a 9-fight kill streak. And you know what happens if we hit 10 kills, we get a nuke. Now imagine that if you could get a nuke in RuneScape, that'd be wild. All right, here we go. Let's go kill this dude. See what this guy's working with. Looks like he probably has an AGS. Here we go. Look at all that damage that's getting done here. Bro's just getting destroyed, man. Here we go. That was sneaky. That was sneaky, but you're gonna need a little bit more than that. Of course, he's gonna bitch and complain and cry. Let's see what he's at, 83. All right, we can kill him now. Bad hits. Horrible hits. So that last kill, we got him out of here with the claws. I'm gonna try to do it again. Yeah, so that was just a bad spec. You know, this next one we'll get him out of here though. Just wasn't hitting that time around. This next one we're gonna get him out of here. I'm thinking I'm gonna do this style one more time against this guy. If he's able to survive it again, then I'm gonna switch it over to the Soul Reaper or the Noxus. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna switch it over to the Noxus right now. Yeah, I think that'd be the best way to get him out of here. Noxus with the Vestus Spear. You got to keep them on their toes. You know, you can't never let them know what you got going. That's the first rule of war. Here we go. And once we get this dude out of here, it's gonna be a T8. We'll be on a 9-fight kill streak in less than 20 minutes. Hopefully he doesn't see that we have a halberd. and he doesn't get what's it called? Anti-venom. Let's see if this dude even comes back. All right, here he is. He got a big hit right off the bat. He got 2 big hits right off the bat. All right, so we got to poison this guy right away. Hit him with the venom right away. All right, let me lock in. This dude's getting crazy RNG right now. All right, the poison's going to hit him in about 10 seconds. And I'm going to try to time that with everything here. All right, so now he's going to stay this time because he has a surge potion. So now the poison's about to hit him in a second here. Terrible hits. All right, we'll get him out. We're going to hit him with a triple combo. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to go back to the whip. This dude's actually pretty good. Either he's good or he's lucky. Like that right there. Like that's what I'm saying. He should have been dead right there. What the fuck is going on? This dude's hitting like crazy. All right, I gotta be careful here because now soon here he's going to have his second special attack. All right, he's not going to use it with the Void Waker. Here we go. Yo, 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 Pickle Gamer. What up? You gotta log on, PG. And I like that video you made, PG, recently in your car. That was pretty sick. I like those videos like that. You made a video on don't rely only on YouTube for money. When I agree with that 1,000,000%. You should have multiple income streams. You know, that way no one can ever like control you, or you're never you know, like if one thing slows down, then you're just like, all right, well, I got these other 7 things. So yeah, I like that. Hey, you guys, check out PG, Pickle Gamer, as well. He's a pretty good gamer. He does all different types of games. We're trying to get him on RuneScape. I'm gonna get him on here eventually. Let me know, guys, how the screen looks. If it's clear, if it's blurry. But yeah, right now, PG, I'm on a 9-fight kill streak right now. Thanks, brother. Let me see here. Oof. There we go. Thanks, bro. Gonna try to make more. Can't take your chance away for no reason. Yeah, I agree 1,000%. You know, literally YouTube could just say, hey, we don't like you. All right, we're taking your channel away. You know what I'm saying? Oh, appreciate that. Stream looks good. Perfect. So PG, watch this. We're about to wreck this dude right now. We're gonna get you on RuneScape. We're gonna definitely get you on RuneScape. About to wreck this dude right now. This is gonna be how many kills? 9 kills in a row. We'll show PG how it's done. Here we go. Oh, this guy has claws as well. So there's one way you could deal with claws, is like I can use my Vesta Spear and get him out of here. So people who play like this are super annoying. Bro, I don't know if I can do this game. Yeah, that's what everybody says. And then next thing you know, it's 20 years later and you've been playing RuneScape for for 20 years and you have 99s on everything. That's how it goes. They also have this game and like, actually, I can literally see you playing this game. Did you ever play World of Warcraft? You seem like a World of Warcraft type of guy. Let me see here. Boom. Here we go. Because these dudes, they know I'm gonna wreck them. That's why they run. So this guy, we're gonna kill him this time. He got super lucky. He got super lucky there. I'm gonna skip this guy if he does this one more time. So what he's doing is he's just like using his special attack and then he's running. So he's hoping, he's praying that he can get me with a special attack and then get out of there. But that's actually probably the worst move for him because the setup I have right now is built for doing maximum damage when it comes to like recoil damage. So streams like 99% of them run. Exactly, 99% of them do run because they're cowards. You know, like it's like, I don't know, like the games you play, it would basically be like, you know, you go in there, you get into a gunfight or a pew pew fight. I don't know what you could say on YouTube, and then they like pop off a couple shots and they run, or they empty the clip and then they run. That's essentially what these guys are doing here. So watch this. This guy's literally just gonna spec and he's gonna run, but we're gonna kill him before he's even able to do that. So he switched up the attack style. He went to a Void Waker. I'm gonna skip this guy. This guy's a fucking idiot. This guy's a clown. So people who play like this actually aren't good at the game. They're just hoping they get lucky, and they're hoping that you're bad enough at the game that you're not able to, that you're not gonna be able to kill him. So I'm gonna skip this fucking clown because we're about to hit our goal. Sub and hit that like button. Oh yeah, appreciate that, PG. Hit that like button. But PG, whenever GTA 6 comes out, are you gonna play that? See, that's my type of game. I heard that they make that game. They're gonna make that game like similar to RuneScape in the sense of where it's a massively multiplayer online game. You know, and it's a sandbox. That's the main reason I like this game, because it's a sandbox game where you can do whatever you want, and there's other players in the game that are real people as well. So there's like if you think about it, RuneScape was probably like the first social media in a way, in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? Like your avatar is your pet player, right? And it is in a way a social media. You know what I'm saying? Because people do make friends on this game. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. It's a weird thing for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna play GTA 6. You know, when is that game coming out? Like, is it coming out? Like, what's the deal with that? I actually need your help one of these days, PG, on maybe making my gaming setup better, because you have your setup like pretty high level. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys check out PG as well. May 2026. Okay, damn. Well, I'm gonna be ready for that when it comes out. And one thing I heard about that game is when it comes out, the money on the game is gonna kind of be like a cryptocurrency, similar to RuneScape, where the money in the game can also be considered a cryptocurrency. You know, if you have like $1 trillion in the game, that's worth $1 million in real life money. You're probably gonna get banned if you have that much money on the game. But, you know, there has been people who've had crazy amounts of money on this game that was worth a lot of real life money. They end up getting banned, but you know what I'm saying. I heard what's it called? GTA 6 is gonna be like that, and there's gonna be a potential to make a lot of money with the actual gameplay itself. Oh, we're gonna risk it. Damn. So this dude right here is legit. This guy's risking a solid amount of money. He's risking minimum 10 million. So the way you know that is by the skulls on our head, PG. He has these red skulls. So this dude's is also probably pretty good as well. He's gonna probably be using the Vesta spear or Vesta longsword. But the problem is, in my current setup, I'm gonna do so much damage to him. Like, I have this ring that recoils. Then I also have, you know, this red skull that comes over his head. Also have that. So even though he's in gear that's gonna do maximum damage, he's going to get hit back as well. So watch this. And all these dudes bitch and complain about, you know, me eating the 99, which I can't even eat to 99 because I don't have 99 hit points. But if you're not safing in this game, especially these years, you're gonna get destroyed because I can hit over 99. You know what I'm saying? So this guy's gonna bitch and complain because I'm not gonna give him a chance to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta tell guys like this to shut the fuck up. Watch this. Just tell them to shut the fuck up. You know, these guys are gonna bitch and complain. Like, why would I give you a chance to kill me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you a chance to kill me. That makes zero sense. That doesn't make sense to me. So yeah. So that's basically a lot of bitches on this game. Or they complain and they cry if you don't let you kill them, or if you're too good. Like, oh, you're too good. Like, why are you eating? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up my style again so I get maximum damage. And I'm never going to give him a chance to eat. Because I know what he's going to do now. Now he's going to try to play like those other players. He's going to try to special attack me and then he's going to run. Guaranteed. I can just tell by how he's bitching and whining. So watch this, PG. I'm about to destroy this kid. Here we go. PG, you watching the fights this weekend? See what I'm saying? I already knew this is what this guy was about to do. And now he's going to run. Well, let's see. Maybe he'll stay. Maybe he has a surge potion. But the amount of damage I'm going to be able to do to him is going to be ridiculous. You know, this is crazy amounts of damage to him. Like, for people playing the game, if you play the game and someone is quote-unquote safing, then just safe as well. I'm not going to give you a chance to kill me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not good enough to kill me, then that's on you. It's not my problem. I'm here to whoop your ass. I'm not here to give you any chance. That's one thing one of my coaches would say in fighting. He'd be like, you give them nothing, you take everything in a fight. You know, you give them zero chances, you destroy them. That's how I was trained. So, yeah, I'm going to safe. I'm a proud safer. Now I'm going to go back, switch the style up, go back to a whip. So we can do maximum damage, fast hits. And he skipped. Look at that. We destroyed him and he skipped. You know what I'm saying? We just need 2 more kills to get our goal for the night. And all these dudes want to run. They all want to run. They all want to cry. You guys just see me on Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty, same thing. In Call of Duty, I camp. I'm here to win. I don't care about none of these, like, oh, why are you camping? Because I'm here to win. I'm here to get that 25 kill streak and get you out of here. That's how we roll, baby. That's how we do it on this side. Here we go. Let's see if we can get these next 2 kills. You guys might be able to see it right here in the bottom for you guys who don't know the game. This thing right here, that's my kill streak counter. We actually are on a 8 or 9 fight kill streak because I killed a couple guys that weren't my target. All right, here we go. Topo Chico. I remember this guy. This guy's pretty good as well. Yeah, all right, we got another guy in DH. See if we can get him out of here quick. This guy's actually pretty good, so I have to lock in on this guy. And this dude, I believe he's using a Void Waker. If he survives this time, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna grab the spear. Know why we're not hitting. He says how much for the Infernal. I'm actually one of the best players in the game when it comes to doing Infernal, so that's funny. Like, I have 80 something range. The thing is, though, you notice people who've done Infernal who have like super, like what, 70 range you could do Infernal. So it's just funny, like how much he's used, bitch. But my bad. I was crushing these fools. Oh shit, we almost died right there. My bad. I was crushing these fools in Spillgate too. Haven't watched the fights in a minute. Who's fighting? Yeah, this weekend is Charles Oliveira and it's got Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is super good striker, really good boxer, really good at jiu-jitsu as well. But I think it's gonna be a really good fight. Pretty exciting fight. Yeah, PG, you should start watching MMA again. See, if I would have hit that dude there, I would have died. You know, but I already knew what he was trying to do, so I wasn't gonna even give him an opportunity to kill me. So here, he's playing a dangerous game because if he hits me at all, he's gonna get like destroyed here. Because guys, remember, I have triple. Anytime he hits me, I'm gonna hit him 3 times. Actually, I'm gonna hit him what, 4 times, especially in this scenario. My whip, my suffering ring, and the vengeance. So hopefully he's able to get like a big hit off on me. So I can get him out of here. We're just hitting him back to back. He's about to try to use his Vestalong in a second here. Smart man, he got out of there quick. And for you guys just tuning in, so many fighters, I can't keep up with them. Yeah, there really is. That's one thing with the UFC nowadays, is like there really is too many fighters. But the fights have been damn good, especially the last fight card they had on Saturday. But there's nothing like a UFC fight, especially when you're there live. You know, if you've never been to a live UFC fight, it's a whole different thing. Like, I don't get why. I mean, I could get why people like basketball and football and stuff like that, but I always say it's just because they never been to an MMA fight before. O'Malley fight was sad. Yeah, the O'Malley fight, I mean, I wasn't like, you know, super invested in O'Malley winning. So for me, I knew he was going to lose the fight. And the way I knew he was going to lose the fight was because, for example, you guys seen Cody Garbrandt fight, right, this weekend. Anytime you have a person who's wild, like, for example, Conor McGregor, right? Conor McGregor just got into another brawl. I just made a video on that. Check that out as well. Got into another brawl at the club. Anytime you have someone who's really wild, and that's who they are naturally, and then you try to put them into a situation where they're not who they are naturally, it's gonna affect how they fight, and that's what we've seen with O'Malley. Ooh, okay, let's get him out of here. Damn, all right, here we go. And that's what we've seen with O'Malley, and then that's what we've seen with Cody Garbrandt as well. So, for example, and there's been multiple cases of this. You know, we've seen that when McGregor came back and he fought Dustin Poirier, and he was trying to be like super nice, and you know, he probably didn't smoke any weed that time, and he didn't drink, and he did everything on a straight and narrow. That doesn't work for everybody. You know, some people will actually perform worse if they do that. And a lot of top athletes actually will perform worse if they do that. Should have had him in a fight with Sandhagen first. Yeah, exactly. See, Cope the Lager fight because Costa was injured. Yeah, Sandhagen is a beast. They're kind of fucking Sandhagen over because he oh, here we go. He really deserves to be fighting for that belt. And he also is a dude who could easily become champion. I was watching a fight with him earlier. Where he got armbarred. I know you guys know this fight. He got armbarred and he survived the armbar and he came back and just whooped the dude's ass. His fight with TJ Dillashaw, that was a crazy fight. Sandhagen is a fucking beast. Like, they gave O'Malley the fight. He didn't really deserve the fight. On top of that, to be honest, like, let's be real here, O'Malley only became champion, in my opinion. And I like O'Malley. I've met him before, cool dude. But we still got to be real. It doesn't matter if I fucking met him or not. You know, he fought Aljo after Aljo fought Peter Yan. Ooh, destroyed him. So there we go. Now we're on that was our tier 8 right there. Aljo was on a fucking he just fought Peter Yan, and then he fought Sean O'Malley right after, like maybe a month after. So he didn't have time to recover from the weight cut. And that's why you see in the post fight, O'Malley, or what's his name? O'Malley's like, yeah, you better get ready to cut weight soon. Because he knows that what's his name? Aljo was going into the fight compromised. Like, Aljo's cutting a bunch of weight. He's not gonna be able to recover from that weight cut for probably at least 2 months. And then he fights O'Malley right after the fight within like a month. So clearly he was going to lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got knocked out. And you really never see him get knocked out like that. I went to a Faber fight in Vegas when he was fighting WC. Oh, damn, that's old school right there. That's like 15 years ago. I like Corey. He's been managing his ring and time way better than usual. Yeah, Corey's a beast. I really think he could be the champion. But WEC, let's talk about WEC. WEC, in my opinion, was better than UFC. You know, WEC, some of you guys might have never seen the Showtime kick when Anthony Pettis jumped off the cage and threw a 360 roundhouse kick on Ben Henderson. Some of the fights they had, Cowboy Cerrone versus Ben Henderson in WEC, was insane. WEC was a great show. You know, and UFC bought it, and they took all their fighters and basically turned them into the smaller, and basically their whole smaller division was all WEC fighters. But yeah, WEC was crazy. And Faber, back in the WEC days, he had great fights. WEC was on Versus. I was back in Missouri watching that shit on Versus. I love that shit. Those fights were great. Those were a good time. I remember, if it wasn't for some of those fights, I wouldn't have got like super into MMA. But the fact that WEC was on Versus and it was basically free, you could watch those fights whenever. Oh shit, we're fighting Tag and Hole. I call this dude Glory Hole, but this dude's pretty good and he always risks a solid amount. So this fight, I already know we're gonna have to lock in. You know, I call this guy Glory Hole. That's what I call him. But yeah, WEC was great. All right, he's in range gear. Oh, we're gonna cook him up. We're gonna destroy this dude. Yeah, this is gonna be bad for him. Almost killed him. I don't know why. Look at that. My thing glitched out. Yeah, this is gonna be bad for Glory Hole right now. Here we go. Let's get him out of here quick. We're gonna risk it. Let's go. All right, this is a tough fight. Cause I know, like, all the good players in this game, we all know each other because there's only so many who are really good at PvP. Nick Diaz came from WEC too. Yeah, Nick Diaz came from WEC as well. Back in the day, you know, it was one of the top shows in California. You know, nowadays there's oh shit, I'm gonna die. Fuck. Nowadays, you know, one of the new WEC, in my opinion, is a show called UNF in California. Great show. I had a fight with them last year, but the way they treat their fighters is great. The shows they put on, they also put a lot of money into their shows. They have a really good show. All right, we're destroying this dude. He's about to run, but I gotta be careful here because he's going to try to spec us out as he runs away. Damn, we're destroying him right now. He's gonna get away though. Gonna wait a second. He's gonna try to spec. Fuck, he got away. He got away. So this dude is risking about 30 mil. So I'm gonna switch up the style. I'm gonna put on the whip so we can hit him fast. I'm gonna put on the whip and I'm gonna get my claws out. But yeah, let me see here. Tim Brown versus Uriah Faber, one of the best fights. You're talking about Mike Brown. Yeah, Mike Brown, incredible fight. Remember when Uriah Faber broke both of his hands and then he was just throwing elbows? I believe he was fighting that was the Mike Brown fight, I believe. And there's a dude, Brian Bowles. He was a good fighter as well. A lot of good fighters from WEC. Watch Junior Dos Santos and Kane in person too. You watch Junior Dos Santos and Kane fight in person? Oh, that's legit. That was when Junior Dos Santos knocked Kane out, right? I remember watching that as well back at home in Missouri. That was the first fight that was on Spike TV, or that was on Fox. Here we go. I'm gonna get this guy this time. Here we go. Damn, PG, you've seen a lot of MMA history then. Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. We'll get this guy out of here right now. We got him. He's dead. Oh, he got lucky as fuck. Wow, he got lucky. He got crazy lucky right there. Here we go. Went to Strike Force too. Which Strike Force? Strike Force, let's talk about Strike Force. Strike Force was actually like one of the best organizations ever. Because all the dudes who fought in Strike Force, they went to UFC and they ended up becoming champions. Like a lot of them did. Like Luke Rockhold, Daniel Cormier. Nick Diaz didn't become a champion, but he had a great run over there in the UFC. You know, he did a lot of good shit. You know, I was big in MMA back then. And that was like the glory days of MMA. I almost got to go to UFC 8, but my dad's girlfriend fucked us over. Yeah, what happened with that? Your dad's girlfriend fucked you over? What happened with that? What, she was like, oh, it's too brutal, it's too crazy, these guys are barbarians. It's too aggressive, it's gonna make the kids aggressive. Yeah, the fights I've been to, I went to Francis Ngannou versus, she said it was too violent. Yeah, that's the thing, it's not violent, you know, it's competition. Violent would be, you know, running someone over with your car or something like that. This is just good old competition. Here we go. We're going to get this dude out of here this time. Here we go. I got to be careful because I'm pretty sure the max he can hit is like no chicken fighting is UFC Puerto Rico for me. Shit. Here we go. Yeah. I'm destroying this dude, by the way. Destroying him. I gotta be careful here though, because he can potentially KO me. No chicken fighting or UFC for Puerto Rico for me. Was that UFC 8? That was in Puerto Rico? But yeah, also, I mean, back in those days, UFC was super brutal back in those days. You know, I always remember the Paul Herrera fight with Gary Goodridge. And Paul Herrera, funny story, he actually was one of my managers when I first moved to California. He was one of my managers. And I didn't know that was him in that video getting like just brutalized with elbows. But good guy. I mean, he's not like, he recovered from those elbows, you know. He's a completely normal guy, you know, so it's just interesting. But back in those days, those dudes were hardcore. You know, that's one thing I learned from Paul was like, he's a hardcore dude. So like when I come to practice banged up, injured, even one time I like had an orbital fracture. He's like, oh no, it's fine, you're not injured. Because back in his day, people damn near died in the cage and it was normal. It's like, bro, I have an orbital fracture. I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? I think it was Strikeforce fight with Gilbert Melendez. I went to Gilbert Melendez. Damn, you're bringing it back. Gilbert Melendez, hell of a fighter. That whole crew, the Scrap Pack crew. That whole crew, the Scrap Pack, was legit. This dude tagging hole. Ooh, shit. It's pretty good. Clay Guida was dope. Love that guy. Yeah, Clay Guida is a fucking beast. You remember Roger Horta? These are all dudes, like, if you talk to the average UFC fan now, they're not going to know who you're talking about. What do you guys think of how this gameplay looks? Because for me, that's one of the things I love about this game. I actually like how the graphics look because it has its own look. It's like very, oh shit, we're about to die. It's a very unique looking game. This is a crazy fight. See, every time he wants to try to set up his attack, I'm doing so much damage that he can never really find his moment to do his attack. And now I'm going to switch it up on him. I only have a few seconds to do this, so I'm going to switch it up on him real quick. And then I'm going to run back out here. Re-gear. See, Damon, you had a better view. I watched all the fights that PG went to. Yeah. Here we go. All right. I'm going to re-gear and I'm going to fight this guy again. This time, I'm going to get this guy out of here. This dude is pretty good, but we're better than him. Here we go. gonna lock in here because I already know. Shit. You guys see that? It's like every time. This time, though, I'm gonna get this guy out of here. All right, watch this. Got him. Oh shit, nah, he ran away. He got lucky right there. But he's on borrowed time now because he's on Venom. So basically, the way that this works for people who don't know, I have him with his Venom spell, or his Venom, not a spell, but basically the weapon I have has Venom on it, and it's not something that you can cure unless you have anti-Venom. So since I went into this fight and I switched my weapon, I figured he wasn't gonna go grab anti-Venom. So, and the anti-Venom will hit up to like 20s on top of all the damage I'm doing, on top of the fact every time he hits me, he's going to take damage. So I'm gonna chill here for a moment. Let's see, do you agree to fight each other in this game? Yeah, so the way it works right now is like, I have a target. Shit, we're gonna, fuck. Damn it. So that was my target, because this mini game is called Bounty Hunter. So basically, he's my target. We fight each other, and that's what this thing right here is. This thing, the goal is to get it to 10 kill streaks in a row. You get to 10 kill streaks in a row, I can go to the Bounty Hunter store here and get different weapons, or I can just use it to level up my player even faster without having to train. At the same time, I'm making money every time I kill these guys. So that's kind of how it works. And, you know, in Bounty Hunter, basically, a lot of the best PKers in the game are going to be in this world because there's only like 1 or 2 Bounty Hunter worlds. So, and pretty much everybody does one world. So you're going to fight some of the most famous PKers in the game. The guys who are really good and only PK, we all know each other. This is all we do. You know, that's how I knew Tag and Hole was going to be a tough fight because, you know, I know him. He's good. He's a good PKer. He's on YouTube. He's fought Oda Block a few times. You know, I fought Oda Block a few times. Almost killed him before. I think Tag and Hole's also killed Oda before. So, let's see, 4 brews as well. Hey, that's how we roll, baby. 4 brews. That's how we do it. Looks like an Eyes Wide Shut party. Yeah. Some of the people in the chat won't even know Eyes Wide Shut is. But hey, Kevin, 4 brews. That's how we roll, baby. We're never getting comboed out. Never getting comboed out. Triple eats only. So PG, one of the things that we do in the game is like, let's say I eat this right here. That's gonna heal me by 24. Then this is gonna heal me by 20, and then this is gonna heal me by 16. So I could triple eat. So it's gonna be really, really hard to kill me. 22, or it heals by 22. So here we go. We got another noob right here who has a Void Waker. And this guy, I can already tell. See, Kevin knows what's up. Hey, Kevin, why do you play RuneScape? And most people who play RuneScape have been playing for a really long time. So why do you keep coming back to RuneScape? You know, because you don't really ever quit RuneScape. You just take breaks from it. We're trying to get PG on the game. Pickle Gamer. Because he claims he's a gamer, but he's never played RuneScape. You know what I'm saying? Which is wild. All right, brother, gotta go to bed. I wake up early. My man, good to talk to you, PG. See you soon. Let's get a workout in soon or get lunch soon. Here we go. Watch this, guys. About to take this guy out right now. But Damon, who you got in the? I think we talked about this. Yeah, you said you had Ilya winning the fights. Did we talk about the Khalil Roundtree fight? right, now my trap has been set. I'm out of spec, but my trap has been set here. So this guy's gonna die. If he tries to spec me out, he's gonna get destroyed. As long as I'm in the right range and I don't hit his venge at the wrong time. Here goes. Now we just gotta wait a couple seconds. Wait him out a little bit. See ya. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wow, that's crazy. Damn, I can't believe he survived that. That's wild. Guy got lucky as hell. I mean, I got lucky as hell too, because I was probably supposed to die right there as well. We talked a little bit about both fights. What other fights are on the card? I know we didn't go through over all the. I know there's more. There's bigger fights on the card, right? Who else is on there? Khalil Roundtree and what's it called? Jamal Hill. They've been talking a little bit of trash back and forth. I like that. Jamal Hill called Khalil Roundtree a weirdo or something like that because he's making up a beef or something. That's what he said. I don't know. I never met Jamal Hill. I never met Khalil. I was supposed to train Khalil a couple months ago. It didn't happen, but let's see. Pie into triple E Teal 67 and 2 ticks. Yeah, the pie never really works for me. Hill is kind of a gatekeeper. That's a wild statement. I don't know if I agree with that. He's a gatekeeper. He just had the belt not too long ago. That's kind of a wild statement, brother. Hey, how do you do that pie trick? Because I tried that before. It doesn't work for me. And this is one thing I love about the game. Someone gave me a tip the other night. Helped me a bunch in the game. So, I'm open to tips. Any tips you guys have on how to get better. I'm trying to be one of the best in the game. So, give those tips. Pie. Let me see. Hold up. I got to lock in here for a second. He missed his chance to kill me. Damn. Pie, wait a tick into triple. Okay. I'm going to try that. You're talking about Summer's pie, right? You're talking about the cream pie or you're talking about the Summer's pie? Nah, I'm fucking with you. All right, here we go. See you, kid. Damn, that was a terrible hit. Damn, he almost got him out of there quick. Just doing so much damage that he can't react to it. But we're destroying this dude. We gotta be careful though, because he can still combo us out, which is, I know it's what he's trying to do right now. Here we go. That was his. See, he could have killed me there because I ate wrong, but he was being too much of a pussy. So, he missed his chance. That was literally his only chance. Unless he tries to get it right here. And yeah, I'm a safe. Yup, I sure do safe. Here we go. Depends what you see. I said kind of. Drury was injured, came back, improved. Yeah, Jamal Hill isn't a gatekeeper. I think he just had a rough go. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting Yuri Prohaska. Yuri Prohaska evolved his game. Yuri Prohaska was the former champ. And it wasn't like Yuri just dog walked him or just whooped his ass. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say he's a gatekeeper. Now, do I see him becoming the champ again? Nah, I don't see him beating someone like Ankalaev I don't see him beating someone like Ankalaev. Or, you know, he always says he wants to fight Alex, but that's a nightmare matchup for him, which we've seen. You know, Alex is just way too good on the feet. Damn, he might die here, actually. This is crazy. But if we're almost out of food, that means this dude's definitely out of food. Just based on the... We got him. Yeah, he's going to run. He's cooked. He's cooked. We just got to be able to hit him. Damn it. He got away. Fuck. Dude got lucky as hell. That division is toughest division. That is the toughest division possibly. I wouldn't say... I think the toughest division is... I think the toughest division right now looks like either welterweight or 145. Oh, he skipped. Yeah, I think the toughest division is either welterweight or 145. We just need 2 more kills. I think whoever gets the belt at 145 is actually the best in the sport. Or, yeah. So, Ilia Topuria being able to get the belt at 145 says a lot, you know? Because you see McGregor, when he got the belt at 145, he was, for a moment of time, he was untouchable. You know, that 145 belt, whoever has that belt is really, really good. You know, but yeah, there's a lot of good fights. You know, who you guys got in the DDP versus Hamzat fight? I got DDP. I have Hamzat winning that fight. Yeah. Got Hamzat winning that. You know, I think Hamzat will get the belt and then I think he'll retire. I don't think he should fight very long, to be honest, just because he has so many health issues. And he's like, I believe he's like 30, 31. And he's had a lot of health issues. Not familiar with MMA. Feel flex, and you got to start watching MMA. Best sport there is. This weekend, watch the fights. Guarantee you'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna start watching this. Guaranteed. There's nothing like it, because the reason it's not a sport, it's more than a sport, but it's like real life WWE. You know what I'm saying? With higher consequences. Here we go. We're gonna destroy this dude. We got tier 9 right now. I think it was a Ranger. Yeah, it's a Ranger. Perfect. This guy looks like an AHKer as well. I think this guy's AHKing. The reason I said is because he's in an MSB with Void. He's going to be switching 3 ways probably. Well, we should be able to destroy this dude pretty quick. I'm not even going to give him a chance. I'm just going to just wreck him right off the bat. Where the fight's at? More of a boxing fan. Oh, you could be both, brother. You could be MMA and a boxing fan. But the fights, I think they're going to be in, where are they going to be at? The fights, I think they're in Vegas. He skipped. What a little pussy. The dude skipped. He wasn't even risking shit. Skull up, coward. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna skull up, and I'm in what's my risk here? Yeah, I'm gonna risk 100 mil and skull up, even though I'm risking 20 mil. Hey Riley, pull up to World 18. I got something for you. Pull up to World 18. He fights so funky. DDP, yeah, he does fight funky. It's very here we go. MILF. This guy's name is MILF Sucker. He's gonna bank. I think this is going to be a tough fight. I can just kind of tell. Just getting back into RuneScape. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't ever really quit RuneScape. You know what I'm saying? You just take breaks. That's kind of how it works with this game. Like, I quit this game, or I took a break for like 3 to 4 years. I've had multiple accounts maxed out. I've had billions and billions and billions on this game. The most money I've ever had in this game, I think, was about 8 or 9 bill. You know, I've been playing for like 15 years. I still come back to this game. To me, it's the perfect game. Even though it's annoying as fuck and, people are toxic as fuck on the game and it's, but it really is the funnest game. I haven't played since 2009, I think. And this is the perfect time to get back in. You just need to have healthy boundaries with the game. That's what I would say. Yeah, you just need to have healthy boundaries with the game. But there's a dude, what's his name? Amsingold. This dude apparently would play like World of Warcraft or RuneScape for something crazy like 13, 14, 15 hours a day. Now that isn't healthy. I think you need to just have healthy boundaries with the game. I mean, if you're streaming, that's a different thing. If it's your job to play it, then that's a different thing. But, I mean, it is a damn fun game. Here we go. I'm going to lock in for a second and get this guy out of here. Never give him a chance to get us. Now I can zone. Now I can chill for a second. Well, actually, I can't because he's gonna try to combo me out. I think he still has two specs left, and he has DH. So I do have to zone in on this fight. We just need 2 more kills to hit our goal. Watch this. The chances of him hitting a 107 are pretty slim. All right, let's get him out of here. I gotta be careful because he can hit really high with this current setup. But again, if he hits high on me, the recoil effect is gonna be crazy on him. Here we go. We're gonna risk it. Let's go. What up, my N-word? What up, my N-word back? Yeah. This goofball right here. Boy Taker. Hey, this guy's name is Boy Taker. Wow. Crazy. Okay, Diddy. All right, Diddy, chill. Boy Taker, pull up to World 18. Fruit Loop. But here we go. You guys miss it. He ran. Yeah, so no, Phil. So this is different. This isn't the wilderness. Well, we're in the wilderness, but this is a mini game called Bounty Hunter. So we're doing PvP, but basically you get a target, and that's a bounty. And you fight your target, you kill them, get their gear, and then you get points as well. So this is a mini game that's inside the wilderness. But it's a little bit different than the old school wilderness. It's a little bit more. So this is interesting. He's level 106. This is just straight one-on-one combat. Which in the wilderness you could do like multiplayer combat. Damn. So yeah, so basically he can run outside of the crater. We're destroying this dude. And basically what he did there, so there's even new weapons on the game. Like, so the weapon he's using right now, I don't know if you remember the mechanics of the game, Phil, but basically, like, if you're wearing melee armor, gotta be careful here because dude, he actually could kill us with DH. So, with melee armor, it's weak to mage. So they created a weapon that basically the special attack is a magic attack, but it becomes stronger based on melee stats. So, and it's based on your melee, but the attack itself is like magic lightning or some shit. So they added some new weapons, like maybe here in a second I'll pull out the Soul Reaper, which is a weapon that basically like works off of life force. So there's a lot of interesting shit, in this game. Here we go. He's gonna run. So yeah, the D clause is you know, tried and true weapon. You know, D clause is one of the best weapons in the game. But you were around when they did the EOC update, the end of combat update, where they just destroyed it. So you were around when they had summoning in the game. So soon they're gonna put in a new skill called sailing. I don't know what that's all about. I mean, I'm hopeful for it. Apparently it's supposed to be like you're gonna be sailing and then you can like fight other players and do like I guess raids and shit. So I don't know. We'll see if it's a good update or not. But one thing about this game, they have done a good job of maintaining the game when they brought it back to the old school version. Here we go. Here we go. We can get this dude out of here. But yeah, let's get back to some MMA talk. So Cody Garbrandt, he went and he fought, and he said he was sober now, and it was one of his worst performances. It was a decent performance, don't get me wrong, but you know, that goes to a deeper question. All right, we got him, he's dead. He got lucky as fuck. There. Almost got him out of here. We just need 2 more kills to hit our kill streak. So then another thing about this mini game, Phil, is like this thing right here. That's what you want. You want to get like shit. We're getting fucked up here. Yeah, people know me in here. So yeah. So everybody in this game, they want to get the goal is to get a T10, which is a tier 10, which is 10 kills in a row. And then you get like a good solid amount of points. I think you get like 68 points. So if you're just able to get back-to-back kills, you know, and get multiple kill streaks, then you're going to be able to level up in the game quicker and get the best gear. Like the gear I'm currently in isn't gear that you can wear in the game. You can only wear it in this mini game, and it makes you like extra strong. All right, here we go. About to go fight this dude again. I think this time we'll get him out of here. That's like a nuke. Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah, you get these kill streaks. This dude's gonna try to fight me. Fuck out of here. Teleporting out of there. Boom. So right there, Phil, basically you could teleport to your opponent like a few times. And sometimes what I'll do is like if someone runs up on me and is being an idiot, then I'll just like teleport and I'll just like keep teleporting. But the reason I got a red skull is because I'm risking 20 mil. So the dude I'm fighting, he's risking like, damn, what the fuck was that? He's risking, I think, like 7 mil. Yeah, exactly. Teleport to your bounty. We got him. Wow, you have to be shitting me right now. You have to be shitting me. That was crazy. I got lucky and he got lucky. That was crazy. So yeah, so that's why this game is fun. Rest in peace, RNG. Yeah, that was terrible, RNG. I should have got him out of there right there. Big balls. Big balls. You already know what it is. You know how we roll here. Balls of steel. You know, we're cooking this dude. We're destroying this dude right now. And Yeah, he doesn't have any more spec. Balls of steel. This dude's pretty good, can't lie. I knew he was gonna be good. You know, because he had a name named MILF Toe Sucker. So you knew he was gonna be a freak. You knew he was gonna be good. So this dude's legit, but I think we're gonna get him out of here. Let's go. Hit my bench, and you're gonna get pieced up. There we go. We got him. Let's go. Fuck. The pid swapped. If he doesn't run, we're gonna kill him. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Too dangerous, but a dude's legit. Hit that like button, everybody. Got 23 people in the chat. So yeah, so we just need 2 more kills. 2 more kills, and we're gonna hit our goal. Hopefully, we're gonna get this dude out of here. We only got 1 second left. Another thing, Phil, so in this mini game, you only get a few seconds to like regear. So you can like load up on these crates so you can regear, but that's one thing that adds a little bit pressure to the game because you're under pressure. You only have a certain amount of time to regear. He said last fight, let's do it. All right, he's being cool. All right, we'll be right back. He's gonna let us regear. All right, cool. So every once in a while you get cool people like this, you know, but for the most part, you get a lot of fruit cups. But this dude is cool. So he let us regear. Here we go. GL. All right, he said we get 15 seconds each time. Oh shit, damn it. Yes, damn it. So since I had 3 crates on me, so this is a secret. A lot of people don't know. You actually can have 3 crates on you. But the thing is, you can only have 3 crates. You can have actually unlimited crates. So yeah, guys, don't tell people this, but you can have unlimited crates. But you have to teleport to your opponent. So, and that's because like if you have only a few seconds to regear, you just load up on crates and then you're good. And then you can go in there and then you can have a long fight. So just so you guys know in the future. But yeah, since I went out there and I wasn't, but the thing is you can't enter through the barrier with multiple crates. You can only teleport to your opponent with multiple crates, like 4, 5, 10 crates. So if you want to have a crazy ass, long ass fight, which I've never seen somebody do it, but if you want to have some crazy long ass fight, you get multiple crates. All right, here we go. Let's see what Kid Lynx is talking about. All right, we'll get this dude out of here quick. This is an easy fight. You just gotta be careful because he's a fucking noob, and I already know what he's gonna try to do. But the thing is, with the gear that he's in, shit, he could have killed us right there. He fucked up. He could have killed me right there. The thing is about the gear that he's in, Claws beat this gear that he's in. So we'll get him out of here now. See you, kid. Good game. Oh, wow. I hate people who play like this, man. I fucking hate people who play like this. This dude comes in here in this noob ass gear, wearing nothing. I'm risking 20 mil. He's risking like 100K. These people are the most annoying people to play. I'm so proud of Runescape lasting all this time. Yeah, it's really damn near the only game that has lasted, like, for the amount of time it's lasted, and it's gone through like a resurgence of people playing. I mean, there's a lot of RuneScape content creators. I mean, the game is more fun now because of the technology we have. Like, you know, we could stream, we could fucking go on Discord and play with other people, you know, like you're playing Call of Duty. So that makes the game more fun for sure. But yeah, the game is really only getting better. You know, as long as they continue to keep it where it is and don't do no weird shit, don't do no dumb shit, and keep it how it is, then we're good. Like recently, they were all about, you know, the pride shit, and that was making the game go bad because they're bringing your social shit into a game that not everyone's going to agree with. You know, keep that shit out the game. Just make good content and stop. You know, they don't ban people for talking shit. I could say crazy shit on this game. They're not going to ban you or mute you unless you say something really out of line. You know, for the most part, there's like free speech in the game because everyone who plays the game is like 30 years old, 30 years old or 40 years old or more. You know, there's very few like teenagers playing this game because this game actually, to a degree, you kind of have to be like, I don't want to say smart. You clearly don't have to be smart, but there's a whole lot of strategy that goes into this game nowadays. All right, we got him. He's dead. You have to be fucking shitting me. Wow. See what I'm saying? See, this is why I hate players like this. This dude's not risking shit. He's over here in like shitty ass, noob ass gear. And then he like is surviving the hits. But I got something for him though. I got something for him. I know how we're going to get him out of here. So I just got to be careful because this guy wants to play like a bitch. So I got to be careful. But watch this. The Vested Spear, highly underrated. So close. This game's, it's kind of like, you know what it's like? It's like Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Minecraft is a game that's been around for forever. But it's that like sandbox type of game. So it's always going to be valid. Because you can just go in and do whatever you want. And it's unique. You know, it's the only game that looks the way it looks. Or plays the way it plays. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, you have zero chance of killing me like that, kid. All right, here we go. Watch this. Fuck. All right, we're gonna go back to claws. This style. Now the dual arena got banned because you have, which I don't agree with. I think if we're playing this game, like, you should be able to make money. Like, you have a lot of people who play this game on a high level, and you have a lot of people who are adult. Most people who play this game are adults. So like, yeah, you should be able to make money off the game. Like, why the fuck not? You know, like, we all got to eat, we got to do stuff. So they banned it because people were gambling. Because technically, I think when it comes to gambling, I mean, I guess there's like a lot of different regulations and shit like that when it comes to gambling. So I don't know if it was because of the regulations when it comes to gambling, because, you know, whenever you have 10 bill, that's worth real life money. You know, whenever you have people staking large amounts, like, you know, 1 trillion GP, which is worth $1 million, now you're in an interesting space. You know, so I guess that's why they banned it. But I say fuck it. They should just, the game would do better if they allowed gambling. Like, why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have some people who are just gonna be real toxic with the game, and if they lose, they off themselves or whatever. But I mean, there's just no way around that. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, if I was the CEO, I would make it legal. I think that would make the game way better. And it's funny because RuneScape GP was actually the first cryptocurrency. If you really think about it, it was the first cryptocurrency. All right, here we go. We'll get this guy out of here. Damn, all right, that was just bad on my part. Just really bad timing. Horrible timing on my part. Trying to get this guy out of here. This is the boring ass fight. We only need 2 more kills. I'm I'm gonna put my whip on. Maybe we can get him out of here. Maybe we can just triple hit him out. Yeah, gambling is a real addiction. So yeah, so in that sense, I can understand why they would make it illegal, but also, I mean, it just is what it is, you know. Like, people are gonna do it because people still gamble. What kind of COD do you play? I played Modern Warfare 2 is my shit. When people run away like this, Phil, you know, with the tactics, he's going to try to. All right, so he actually ran out, but Modern Warfare 2 was my shit. I think Modern Warfare 2 is the best COD. I haven't played none of the new ones, but when I did play, Modern Warfare 2 was my shit. My setup was double chemo, steady aim, and rapid reload or whatever. So I just run into places and just spray the whole place, and people, you're fucked. You basically had no chance of surviving with the double chemo, steady aim pro, stopping power pro, and I think like rapid reload or rapid hand or some shit. Without bonds, it would have been so bad, to be honest. Without bonds, it would have been so bad, to be honest. Yeah. Like, for example, yeah, that's one thing. That's a great point. That's a great point. So with bonds, I mean, people do real world trade with bonds, right? So I think, all right, this guy, now he's gonna use a Gmaul. Okay, so this will be interesting. Oh shit, I'm about to die. I gotta be careful now. He switched up the style. All right, we're gonna be able to get him out of here now. They might even be able to smite this dude. All right, let's go. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. Fuck it. Got him. Got his dumb ass. Get him out of here. We only need one more kill. We're gonna bury the bones. Bury his punk ass bones for fighting like a noob. So here we go. You see this? This is a tier 9. So we just need one more, and that's tier 10. And then we hit tier 10, which is a 10 fight kill streak. But we actually right now are on a 10 fight kill streak because we killed one guy who wasn't our target, which was a rogue kill. So for rogue kills, I believe I'm in the top 100 in the game. So I'm actually one of the best players in the game when it comes to rogue kills. Let's see, circulate MK, nice, my man. So we just need one more kill. One more kill, we get the T10. You know, we just ran through all of BH. You know, and there's a lot of whole lot of toxic players in the game. So one thing, Phil, nowadays is, you know, I know you were used to the game back in the day. Nowadays, people get so good at the game, which we're gonna look at some videos in a second. I'm show you like how good people are actually at the game, or how people play this game now. Some people have the computer play for them, and it's called PKing. So they get like these AI bots essentially, and they can click one button, or they'll know exactly where your health is at, and they can kind of program the game or their system or whatever to strike exactly whenever your hit points are at the right point. But if you're a good player, you're going to be better than the actual bots, the AHK. So for example, one dude just logged on right now. This guy, Big Samuel X, I can't prove that he's an AHKer. Man, fuck out of here. Look at this guy. Should we kill this guy? Should I kill this guy? I'm gonna kill him. Fuck him. Look at this fucking noob. All right, let's kill this guy. And then I'm gonna run. Since he wants to run, then I'm gonna run. Yeah, they hack it. Shake man, I'm not surprised. Yeah, like, so some people will literally just do that, and but they end up getting banned eventually. They have people. Somebody actually made an AI program that can hybrid. So you're using all three of the styles of of combat in RuneScape, and you're just switching through, rapid switching through, and it's doing all this crazy shit. And the computer showed ways that you could play the game that have kind of never really been seen before, or how good someone could actually be at this game. You know, so people have gotten really good at this game because it's been around so long. People just know every little like nook and cranny of the game. And you know, back when you played, Phil, there wasn't F keys. Now you can just click a key and do a quick switch. So if I'm fighting somebody right here, you see my dragon claws. If I want to switch real quick, boom, I can switch and then go straight into the spec. So it's all like real split second timing. But now we just need one more kill. So we're just gonna sit and wait for this dude. Sit and wait for our next kill. Get a little bit of kombucha, you know. And we got Big Dick Joe is our last target. So we're gonna fuck him up just for having that name. Cause he ain't no Big Dick Joe. There's only one big dick around here, and that's me. He's not gonna skull. He's not gonna skull. Fuck him. We're gonna sit here. I'm not gonna skull because we're risking 20 mil. Big Dick Joe, he's risking a good amount, and we could probably get him out of there quick. But okay, things have changed. Yeah, things have changed crazy. You know, I can show you like later after we get our tier 10. After we get one more kill, I'm gonna show you some of the new weapons and some of the new armor in the game. Matter of fact, they just updated the game like a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and they, yeah, I got a freaking train skills for, yeah, like PKing in this game. If you're a gamer, you can figure it out. Even if you're brand new. All right, this dude's gonna run up again. Watch this. Oh, he's coming after us. See you, bitch. Fuck out of here. All right, this is gonna be an easy kill. Let's get this guy the fuck out of here and get our T10 quick. He's gonna spec immediately. Watch. All right, perfect. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here quick. Let's go. Oh, he got lucky. Oh, he got crazy lucky there. So, yeah, even if you're brand new to the game and you really are genuinely new and you don't know how to play, if you're a gamer, you're going to be able to figure out the game. But most people who play the game don't even PK. You know, most people do skills or do quests. You know, because PKing in this game is so crazy, you know. For me, I've specifically played this game for PKing. That's the only reason I play this game. So, do people still complain about safing? Yeah, they always complain about safing, but see, there he is. There's the HK right there, Big Samuel X. Watch, I'm going to fight Big Samuel, and you guys tell me if he's AHKing or not. I'm positive he is. And if he is, we're going to get him out. We're going to get him banned. If he's AHKing, we're going to definitely get him banned. But you guys are going to watch. You guys are going to watch and see when I fight Big Samuel if he's AHKing or not. We got 27 people in the chat. Yeah, people still complain about safing, but I don't give a fuck about that. Like, people are able to hit 100s. Like, I'm going to safe. Guaranteed I'm going to safe. You know, and they can bitch and complain all they want, but I'm risking 20 mil. You know, so yeah, we're going to safe. Like, my coach in fighting taught me, you take everything, you give them nothing. Your opponent. So why in the fuck would I give him a chance to kill me? Makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So people are always going to bitch and complain about safing, but it's just because they want to get an advantage over you. The best players in the game safe, because the best players in the game can fuck you up very quickly. Like, when I fight Autoblock is over here hitting crazy hits. He knows exactly how to play the game, like, on a very high level. So if you don't safe against him, you're going to get fucked up. And even if you do safe against him, chances are you're still going to get fucked up. You know, like right there, I knew this dude was going to do that. You know, but with that specific, all right, here we go. I'm just gonna try to Rambo him. Fuck him. Ah, shit, it didn't work. Almost. Let's fucking go. Get him out of here. Fuck. We just need one more kill, and this is how it always. This is the shit I'm talking about, guys. We just need one more fucking kill. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna next if he survives. Shit. If he survives, I'm gonna get my my Noxus halberd out, and we're gonna do a real damage on this dude. It's understandable if the damage went up. Yeah, for example, like the weapon I told you about earlier, the weapon he has, this one right here, it can hit 77s, and it's a magic weapon. And one thing about this weapon, it's guaranteed to hit. That's like the thing about it. It's guaranteed to hit. It will never hit a 0. So if that's why he's in this like dumbass noob ass gear. He's waiting for me to hit big on him, and then he's gonna try to combo me out. So yeah, if you're not safe in 2025, you're going to get destroyed. Like, people can hit 77s. If I have my AGS with certain gear, I'm gonna hit 83s or 84s. So now I'm gonna switch up the style, and we're gonna get this dude out of here. We're gonna pull out the Noxus. We're gonna poison him fast, and then I'm gonna hit him with the Vesta Spear, because in the gear that he's in, I should hit him like guaranteed, and we'll be able to get our 10th kill in a row and get our points. And then we're gonna go into some. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show Phil specifically. I'm gonna show you how crazy this game has gotten. You know, with the fucking computer. Headed back to work. Gonna sub, like the vibe here. My man, appreciate you, Circle MK. See you soon. And we're streaming damn near every day, so we'll see you real soon, brother. My man, appreciate you. All right, let's get this dude. Watch this one. Get this guy out of here now. All right, so one thing I have to be careful of is in my current setup, I'm gonna hit really high. I guess this dude changed his gear, or he's pretending like he changed his gear. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. See what I'm saying? Bro almost killed me right there. If I were a lesser... All right, let's get him out of here. See you, kid. One thing about like my weapon right here, the Vesta Spear, it makes it so where the person I'm fighting, they can't hit on me if I'm doing melee. But I'm poisoned here as well, so I have to be careful here. Like, see right there, he could kill me right there. Shit. Fuck. Fucking died. So now we gotta get 2 more kills. Damn. And that was my fault because I didn't put on the anti-venom. So we lost 20 mil right there to a noob. You know, is what it is. But we just need 2 more kills. So I'm gonna get these kills quick. We'll go back to our original style. So whenever I die, I'm losing 20 mil. I mean, so far we're still up. We're up, I think, about 15 to 20 mil still. So, you know, every once in a while, that dude was actually a pretty good player. I'll give him that, you know. Although he did get pretty lucky as well. Some of the hits that just didn't connect, like my spear hitting 0s. You know, he should have been killed with that, but is what it is. We'll go back there, go get some more kills. Now my gear, my account isn't maxed on purpose. I got 94 hit points, 99 strength, 92 attack, 81 defense. I can easily max it out. You know, I've had many maxed out accounts. I know how to max out account very quickly. I don't have it maxed because I feel like this shit's overrated. You know, even for the longest, I didn't have. I wouldn't even like get 99 strength. For the longest, I had 98 strength, just because I'm like, I don't feel like maxing it out. Everybody's maxed out, so your account isn't unique. You know what I'm saying? But soon here, I'm gonna max it out and get all the quests done. I don't want to do it, but there's a lot more updates coming into the game that's gonna make it more interesting. So if you have a pure account, that's cool, but might as well just max it out, you know? So maybe in the next few months, I'll max it out. And I'm not gonna go train to max it out. I'm just gonna get a bunch of bounty hunter points and I'm just gonna max out my stuff. My next thing is probably 99 mage. And then I'm gonna get 99 range, you know, which is easy to get. I could get it in a day if I just go buy a bunch of, can't win them all. Yeah, you're right, you already know, can't win them all. But now we gotta come back with a vengeance. So I'm pissed off now. We're gonna go get our tier 10. So we just need 2 more kills. And that's it, 2 more kills. This time around, I'm gonna make sure I have my anti-venom on. And there's this thing as well. This is new, prayer regeneration potion. So basically you sip this once and it automatically, like for every few seconds, gives you 1 or 2 prayer points. So it's gonna be really hard to smite you. All right, let's see here. I think we're gonna get a good kill in this next one. All right, let's go back to it. So yeah, after I get this tier 10, you ever do any weapons training? Oh yeah, I've done all types of weapons training. We're talking firearms. We got this dude. All right, so you guys watch this fight against Big Samuel X. I'm pretty sure this dude's AHKing, but I want you guys to be the judge of that. But yeah, I do weapons training, definitely. I do weapons training, definitely. I've done a lot of training with firearms. I've done a lot of training with knives. You know, fun tip or secret tip, like if you ever get into a knife fight, I mean, most people probably know this, but you get into a knife fight, hold up. I kind of had to lock in with this dude because this dude is an AHKer. So yeah, so if you get into a knife fight, you want to kind of, like, let's say you need to protect, I mean, this is kind of common sense, but you need to protect your vitals. And if you get into a knife battle, like the best way to defend yourself, in my opinion is you're gonna have to know a lot of kicks, specifically the teep kicks and the front snap kicks. I'm just gonna follow him now because he's trying to set us up. Damn. Almost died right there. So yeah, I got a katana right here. Hold on, wait right here. Yeah. Oh, where you at? Yeah, you know I keep that katana on me. You know I keep that katana on me. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. You know of course I got the katana. But yeah, so yeah, Shantz. I got Shantz big time there. But yeah, and I've done a lot of weapons training. Most martial artists have done weapons training. So it's always funny to me when people are like, "Oh, you're a fighter. Oh, I would just have a weapon." Like fighters don't have like every fighter I know has a bunch of weapons or has weapons training. If they don't have, I haven't really met not one fighter who was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to have a gun." or I'm not going to have weapons training. I really haven't met a fighter like that yet. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Phil, you know what it is? All right, hey, guys, watch this dude. Let me know if you think he's PKing. We're going to get this dude the fuck out of here. This guy pisses me off. All right, here we go. Here we go. And I'm going to save. Because I already know how this dude rolls. I'm going to save big time. Like, we were fighting him on stream yesterday. And his switches were too perfect. Let's go. Yep, and I'm gonna eat to 110. You want an AHK? Yep, I'm gonna save from eat to 110. Let's go. Let's see. Matter of fact, I've never met a fighter that didn't train. Oh yeah, big safer, big time safer. I'm the king of safing. Matter of fact, I never met a fighter that didn't train with all types of weapons. Yeah, I mean, because like if you're the type of person who's going to dedicate your life to learning how to whoop people's ass, especially in a professional fight setting, you're probably going to be the same type of person who's going to learn how to get really good with weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's personality types. And you can be rest assured, like, for example, my coach, back when I lived in Missouri, and if you guys live in Missouri or you train, go and you're in St. Louis area, go to Gracie Baja, Lake St. Louis. Professor Steve is a dude who has 1 million guns, hell of a fighter, super skilled, and he actually trains law enforcement out there. So yeah, like Tim Kennedy. Yeah, we're gonna safe with this dude. Tim Kennedy, you know, he's a Marine. Brian Stan, let's go. Might be able to get him out of here. Fuck, man. I'm about to skip this dude. This dude just fucking annoying. There we go. Or we might just have to fight this dude for a while. I just gotta be zoned in when I fight him because I know this motherfucker's cheating. Right now he's not, because he knows I'm on to him. Matter of fact, he's probably on the stream right now. He knows that I know. It was a two-handed axe type. I was a two-handed axe type. Yeah, I don't know if any good PK streamers. Yeah, so Odablock, he's like one of the best. If you type him on YouTube, you'll see some good shit. I enjoy his videos as well. You can see like how good some people can really get. Matter of fact, I'll probably post when me and Oda, we fought a few times, but one time we fought, almost got him out of there. And I beat a lot of these good guys, like New Rich. I destroyed him multiple times. Bro, that MF coward. Yeah, bro is a straight up AHKer. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Brian Stan was one of my favorites to watch. And Brian Stan, he was actually at the fights last week. and he looks super healthy. Like he's there with a bunch of, I think his wife and his daughters possibly. But yeah, he looks like he's living a good life, you know, and that's what I love to see. I hate to see when, you know, some of our favorite fighters from the past are like struggling, you know, like Nate Diaz, BJ Penn, these guys. I hate to see that shit. Here we go. I'm gonna lock in right here. Here it comes. Yeah, we're gonna safe as well. I'm gonna keep safing. I know. Look at that. Now he's gonna say question mark. Fuck out of here. Like I don't know you're AHKing. Fuck. This is what we're gonna do. Now I'm gonna piss him off. I'm gonna give him zero chance to KO me. While I look at the chat. Why Jones not fighting Aspinall? He was smart, left in the ring. I mean, to be honest, like, you know, it's funny. Like, this whole Aspinall thing is funny to me. I don't think Jones should fight Aspinall, to be honest, because, like, damn, we almost KO'd him with a kick. Aspinall, great fighter, good fighter, right? But here's the thing. Ciryl Gane has a better resume than Tom Aspinall. I think Tom Aspinall should fight Ciryl Gane. I'm not convinced that Tom Aspinall beats Ciryl Gane. Damn, brother, the claws are strong, but no way you can hit him down with that. Oh yeah, I know. I was just more so just trying to piss him off, you know. They look at that. Yeah, he's in the chat. Hey, bro, we know you're AHKing, bro. We know you're AHKing. This goofball, yeah, that wasn't gonna work. Fuck out of here. Yeah, chanced on a kick. Cause I was looking at the chat. This dude is a goofball. This guy is the same guy who used to be named Woke Trans. Hey, we're on to you, bro. We're on to you. So now I'm gonna take him serious. Now that we know, now I know he's in the chat. Now I'm gonna fuck him up. Now I'm gonna take him serious. Hold on. Yeah, this dude thinks he's gonna come in here with the AHK and think it's gonna be sweet. Like, nah, I'm gonna play exactly how you play. Aspinall, a dog would love to see a fight. Yeah, Aspinall is a hell of a fighter and someone that used to train with John Jones. Andre Arlovsky, he trained with John Jones and he actually fought Tom Aspinall, and he said that, yeah, that's a really tough fight for Jones, you know, and it is a tough fight. However, I think Jones will just whoop his ass, to be honest. Like, we've just seen him, bro. Jones has been a champion since I was in high school, and he's been whooping everybody's ass. He's been destroying everybody. All right, so here we go. We're about to whoop this dude's ass right now. He's been pissing me off for a while. So he thinks, you know, he thinks he's good, and he's not. So we're going to show him that he's a little bitch. And yeah, we're going to safe as well. Yeah, you know how we roll over here. You're never going to KO me, kid. If I'm focused and zoned in, you're never going to KO me. You never have a chance. Yeah, and I knew that I wasn't going to get the kill there. See right there? See, when I looked away, that's the only time this dude can ever kill me. If I'm like trying to fix something on the screen or my computer glitches or some shit, it's the only chance this guy ever has. We almost got him out of there. Yeah, we almost got you out of there, kid. Be careful, kid. Careful, kid. We almost got you out of there. We're going to be fighting this dude for... I'm about to skip this dude. We're going to be fighting this fucking guy for 10 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, I think, like, if Alex Pereira were to fight Tom Aspinall, I think Alex Pereira wins that fight. Apparently, Tom Aspinall's pretty good on the ground. He's a black belt, but I think Alex Pereira is a horrible matchup for Tom. And right now, Alex is wearing like 240, you know. Alex Pereira, I was 250 not too long ago, so I know Alex Pereira gets up to 250 because we're probably around the same size, or he's a little bit bigger than me. I think he's a little bit taller than me, so he definitely gets up to 250. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get this guy the fuck up out of here. Let's go, Woke Trans. Let's go. This guy is the same guy who used to be named Woke Trans. Oh, he just got a kill. Oh, look at that. The kid got a kill. Good work. Good work, kid. He killed first priority. That dude, hang it up, man. Yeah, I agree. Big Samuel X needs to hang it up. Not too from. Oh, you don't know who Alex Pereira is, bro? You haven't been watching MMA. You've been missing out. Alex Pereira is one of the best kickboxers ever in kickboxing, and he came over to MMA because Israel Adesanya was having a lot of success in MMA, and they went and they had some fights. And Alex Pereira has one of the most exciting fighters in the sport. Just like knockouts is always guaranteed. Going to be a good show. So now this dude's running around like a bitch, of course. You know, because he's a coward. He's scared. You know, he wants no smoke. You know, look at this guy. You guys see how this guy's a little bitch, right? See how he runs around like a little bitch? Like, I ain't giving you the chance to kill me, kid. Fuck out of here, kid. You thought that was gonna work? Goofball. Goofy. Let's go. You thought that was gonna work. And I'm going to, I risked 30 mil. I risked 30 mil, kiddo. And I'm not playing for money right now. I'm playing just to get my T10. See, if he had his little AHK program on, he would have been faster there. Usually he's faster there. You know, so that's how we know this dude, he's on that shit. And we're going to sit here. We're going to take some free loot while we're at it. Take a couple free loot, you know. This guy is so fucking annoying, I swear. This guy's beyond annoying. He's bitch made. Let's see if we can get him out of here, though. Bitch. Yeah, you thought, kid. You thought. Fuck out of here, kid. You thought. I'm pretty sure he has a light bearer on. That's why he's staying. Because typically, he'd be running out of here. But he has a surge potion and he has a light bearer. So he's going to come with another spec in a second here. But he doesn't have much food left. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Look at him. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because there's some exciting boxers out there. I remember Khabib, he was a beast. My other message didn't go through for some reason. But Woke Trans is dog water at PKing. Yeah, see, like everybody knows Woke Trans, like, you're not good, kid. We're going to skip him. We're going to skip him because we need to get our tier 10. And he's running around. He's just not good enough, you know? I'm sorry, kid, but you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to get your skills up. You need 2 more kills. So yeah, Khabib was a beast for sure. You know, boxing is great. Right now, Deontay Wilder, I think he's coming back. I'm excited for that fight. Deontay Wilder went and he took a couple L's back to back. Sometimes that can happen to any fighter. It can happen to the best fighter. It can happen to the worst fighter. You know, if your mind isn't right, sometimes shit can just go left for you in that ring, in that cage. So I think Deontay Wilder coming back, I want to see. I think he can do it. I think he can come back and really knock a bunch of people out, which he's shown that he can do. You know, a fight I would love to see though is Deontay Wilder versus Francis Ngannou in boxing. Oh, Canelo versus Crawford. Oh, you're asking the right questions now. Canelo versus Crawford. I got Crawford winning, and here's why. Canelo struggles with smaller fighters, which is something that, you know, a lot of people think that if you're bigger, you're going to have an advantage, which is true to a degree, but that only goes so far. Typically, when you fight someone who's smaller, like, they're going to be way faster. And the thing is about Crawford is big enough to where, number one, he's going to have, his strength is cardio. He's also a really good at switching stances. So this is actually a nightmare matchup for Canelo. A lot of people think Canelo is going to go in there and whoop Crawford's ass. I just don't see it. It's a horrible matchup for Canelo. Canelo, when he fought Dimitri Bivol, he was gassing out in the later rounds. Dimitri Bivol is a guy who switches stances back and forth, and he struggled with that big time. So when he's fighting someone like Crawford, which Crawford is basically, in my opinion, he's a better version of Floyd Mayweather, better, more aggressive version of Floyd Mayweather. He's going to destroy Canelo. Also, another reason he's going to destroy Canelo is because Crawford has something like a 70% KO rate. And Crawford also has something like a 54 or 60% accuracy rate. So it's really a nightmare matchup for Canelo. Crawford's going up in weight class. And another thing, when fighters usually go up in weight class, they usually win. So, which I can bring up multiple examples of this. For example, Alex Pereira, when he went up, all right, we got a good fight here. Let me lock in for a second. We're gonna get this guy the fuck up out of here. So perfect example is when Alex Pereira went up to 205. He went up to 205. He dominated. He was doing great at 185 as well. But typically when fighters go up, they win. So, and I think that's going to be the same for Crawford here. I think he's going to perform like way better. And I don't know if Canelo's staying at the same weight or if he's going down in weight. You guys know? Is Canelo staying at the same weight or is he going down? If Canelo's going down, then that's even more of a reason why he's going to win. He's going to lose, in my opinion. You know, everybody, all these people talk about Canelo like he's some fucking Mexican god. Shit, we almost died right there. All these people talk about Canelo like he's some Mexican god. It's like, nah, bro. Canelo's a great fighter, but this is a horrible matchup for him. Something a lot of people say is, oh, well, he was a young guy whenever he fought Floyd and blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Yeah, this is a tough fight. You know, this guy's pretty good. Got to be careful here. Lock in, my bad. Yeah. So this is also a new weapon, Phil, right here. This is what the fuck is this one called? It's like basically a hand cannon. Back in the day, they had the hand cannon. It's basically the same thing, but it's like the updated version. It's called a ballista. It's like a fucking, yeah, I am 115. Yup, we safe around here, kid. Let's see. Crawford has better hands. Hope they don't break. Canelo, strength is hit by brick. And that's another thing. I just don't think same weight class at 168. So it's Canelo's same weight class. So I think Crawford's just going to come in way better. Also, another thing, you know, when you're fighting somebody, if you're missing shots, you're going to get tired faster. Canelo is a dude that we see, he's always dodging all those punches and he has really good defense. But that defense works and he's able to do that when he's fighting guys his size or bigger because he's usually faster than the other guy. In this scenario, he's not faster than the other guy. So that's another reason why I think he's going to lose this fight. All right, here we go. I'm gonna lock in right now. I'm about to fuck this dude up. This dude is pretty good. He's a good ranger, but this setup is built to destroy rangers. Look like darts. Yeah, people use darts as well. Darts, I think, are the fastest weapon in the game. They hit less hard, but they're like super fast. All right, here we go. I'm gonna wait to use my venge. Yeah, see that right there? He's using a throwing knife, which is one of the weapons from this mini game. I think it's a javelin that he's using. Yeah, these right here are dragon throwing knives. So they hit pretty hard and they're super fast. Yeah, we almost got him out of there right there. But this dude's pretty good, so he's gonna be hard to kill. Everything has to be timed perfectly. If I'm gonna kill him, actually, I'm going to switch up my attack style. That's how we're gonna get him out of here. I think one of the things that happens in Bounty Hunter as well, I think the more kills you get, they match you up with harder opponents who are also getting kills. So this dude clearly pretty good. You know, the fact that he's willing to risk as much as he's risking, you know, you can be assured that he's pretty good. I don't know if he's AHKing, but yeah, now he's gonna bitch and complain that I'm safing. You fast as fuck. Yeah, I am fast as fuck, boy. Let's see. He's in void, right? Yeah, he's in void, but the thing is, the way you play with this is like he's in void, but his whole purpose is so that he skipped me right there because he knows he wasn't gonna win that fight. The whole purpose is if you're in void, you're banking on the fact that the person you're fighting is gonna hit big, so you're gonna use your recoil spells to bounce damage onto them, and then you're going to use your special attack to combo them out. So void is actually probably one of the best armors in the game. Even the armor I have right now, I think it's better than the armor I have right now because it has 15% bonus in accuracy. Void, I believe, is like 20%. But the problem with void is it has less defense. So you can get smited pretty easily if you're going against a good player. But you see someone like Odablock, which is one of the like you're asking for other people to watch. Yeah, Odablock is always in void, and he's switching through all three styles of void. You know, here we go. We need to get these. We were wrecking everybody earlier. Now it's like right when we get to the point where we're gonna get 10 kills. Now all of a sudden we're getting worse RNG, and no one wants to fight now. Here we go. Here's Big Samuel X being a little bitch. Let's get out of here. Look at him. Look at him. And Big Samuel X is probably just gonna sit here and watch the stream and follow us and try to get us, but not giving dude a chance. We try and get once we get this tier 10, then we're gonna get Big Samuel X out of here. I promise you that. Once we get this T10, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. Cabo says, "Skull up, kid. Suck my balls, kid." Still play pest control to get void. Sorry, too many questions. Yeah, pest control is how you get void, but there's an update with void as well. There's a thing called elite void as well. Elite void is good for range, but when it comes to melee, void is kind of the same. All right, we got to fight. We got a guy named Juicy Ass. Here we go. All right, perfect. This is exactly the fight we want. Perfect fight. Got him. Fuck, man. Goofball. He thought that was gonna work. Straight goof. We just need 2 more kills, baby. Come on, like what the fuck? See, Happens every time. The last 2 kills are always the hardest to get. Make real world trade legal. This dude is also a goofball. But I agree with the sentiment. I think real world trade should be legal, to be honest. I mean, why the fuck not? You got people who are playing this game, and you should be able to make money off of it, which people do make money off of it, like streaming and shit like that. So, but imagine if real world trade was legal on this game. I think the game would be, where do you go PP? When do you go PP? Do you shake it after, or do you let the drops freeform? This guy's on some freak shit. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. When you go PP, do you shake it after, or do you let the drops freeform? I mean, you gotta shake it. No, I don't know. I don't know how you're rolling, but nah, you gotta shake it. You can't let it freeform. You know, this dude's on some freak shit. I don't know where this dude came from. Let's go. We're about to get this kill right now. We'll get this guy out of here. Nut ass freak. Interesting. John Doe. I guarantee you that's Samuel X right there. I guarantee you that's him. We got Juggernaut in the house. Hold on, let me lock in right here. Here we go. That knew he was gonna do that. Like, these dudes are so trash. Like, this is the only way, the only chance in hell they have of even winning at all. Like, they're so fucking bad that all they do is just sit around and like. So now I'm gonna run. Fuck out of here, kid. If you want to play like a little bitch, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna run. Like, these dudes are just goofballs. Like, this is not how you PK. I'm just gonna follow him. See, these fights right here are annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab a Void Waker now. So now you get to see Phil. You get to see. Oh, look at that. And he skipped. What a clown. John Doe. Actually, you know what? John Doe, I think that's either Samuel X or actually, I'm pretty sure John Doe plays. I'm pretty sure I've seen him on the game before. What he do that was annoying. All right, so basically, like, you know the special attacks you have on this game, right? So nowadays, like, the attacks that you can do are pretty powerful. Is Dead Man? No, this is just regular. This is regular Bounty Hunter. Yeah, this is regular straight Bounty Hunter. We're about to have a T10, right? We just need 2 more kills to get a tier 10. But so the new weapons in the game hit pretty hard. You know, so what people do is, like, they wait and they'll just run up on you with the Void Waker and then try to 2-hit you and kill you. Or they'll run up on you with claws and try to 2-hit you and kill you. Especially me, because since I'm not sculling, they can attack me first and they can get the jump on me, potentially. Oh shit, we got Tag and Hole fighting Samuel X. This is a good matchup right here. Let's see who wins this one. All right, I want this guy, Sit Shitter. This is who I want. I want him to be our target. We'll get him the fuck out of here. Let's see how much he's risking. All right. That's going to be our next target. Sit Shitter. All right, we got a target. Here we go. Trying to kill this dude as fast as possible. Bro, save up some Zick cheese. Zick cheese? We got a lot of freaks in the chat tonight, I guess. I'm gonna risk it. Damn. Terrible RNG. And feels just so you know, RNG means random hit generator. We just need 2 more kills. Like earlier, we were fucking everybody up. What the fuck's going on now? No Diddy. No Diddy was me, by the way. Rob Rune. Hey, if you guys pull up the World 18 in Bounty Hunter and I get a big kill, I'm gonna give you the kills. We just need a noob. We just need a noob to get him out here. What's good, Phil? I'm training agility sucks. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to, because soon here I'm gonna have to go and train all that bullshit, train agility. Damn, you almost had him right there. All right, so we learned our lesson last time. I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna get my anti-venom. Learned the lesson from last time. If I pull up the world, are you gonna shake it a little for me? Yeah, I'll shake it for you, of course. Yeah, pull up to the world and we'll shake it. Let's see. I've never tried Bounty Hunter or PKing, to be honest. You should. That's what the game, that's the most funnest part of the game to me. I mean, you had to be locked in to be good at PKing. Like, it is like a skill, but it's like you versus your opponent. You have some people like Big Samuel X or Roke Trans who like to cheat in AHK, so they have the computer playing for them. But for the most part, you know, most people it is you versus them, and sometimes it's you versus computer. But PKing is super fun. But I'm the biggest noob. Yeah, if you come PK, you're gonna get wrecked right now, guaranteed. Even like people who are lower levels are pretty fucking good, because I could just make a new account on a lower level and just absolutely wreck people. Damn. Gotta get this guy out of here. Here we go. Watch. I'm gonna wait. I want to get him poisoned first, and then I'm gonna spec him out. What do you say? You should try Castle Wars this weekend. It's pretty good too. Yeah, Castle Wars is perfect. Like Castle Wars, you go in there. It's not the same as PKing, but you kind of get a feel for PKing in a way, or PvP. You know, and you're not gonna lose a bunch of money if you die. So Castle Wars, here we go. Oh yeah, this dude was trying to pull a fast one on us. He thought it was sweet. He thought shit was sweet in here. Looks like he has anti-venom, so I'm actually gonna switch up the style again on him. I'm gonna go back to using our whip. IDK, why I want to Fletch. That's hilarious. Yeah, I never get people who are like, who love skilling. Back in the day, my thing was fishing. That was my first 99, fishing. I was whenever I was in middle school, high school, I would go, I would fish, I would sell the fish, and then use that for my PKing fund. And then whenever I would die, I'd just go back fishing, peak, and then just basically make money fishing, then go PK. That's like all I did. And that was my first 99. So this dude, I think he has a surge potion. I don't remember, but that's really the only reason I could see him for staying here after he's clearly about to die. He definitely has something up his sleeve, so we just got to be prepared for that. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to kill him in this fight. I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go back to using the whip. My first was wood cutting. Yeah, wood cutting magic logs. That was good money back in the day. All right, we're about to have another. Pretty sure he has a surge potion, so I gotta be careful here. Yeah, he's about to have another spec in a second. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait so we get our spec back. I want this guy next. Shit shitter. Let's go, bitch. Let's go. Get him out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm pretty sure he has a spec coming. All right, now we're gonna switch the style back. The magic logs were OD. Yeah, magic logs was crazy bread. You know, they did some new things. Like in this game, there's no dungeoneering. I mean, they kind of still have dungeoneering in a way. Like you can build a dungeon in your house, or you can build like shit like that in your house. But the only thing with this game I wish they would bring back is summoning. Because for me, I feel like the game is super fun within the confines that the game operates under. But I think they could do, like, for example, raids are more fun than dungeoneering. For example, like, I think they should bring back summoning. I didn't get my weapon. Like, I think they should bring back summoning, for example. So back in the day, you could like basically summon things. Like let's say you're one person, right? And you're gonna go fight 3 people. Or you're in the wilderness and you encounter 3 people. But you have 99 summoning and you're able to summon a steel titan. You could like just wreck. You as one person could wreck like 3-4 people. Or like if you're PKing, you'd have a unicorn that basically would heal you every like few ticks. So it just added a new dynamic to the game when it comes to combat. And I think that's pretty fun. I think if people don't like it, they should just put it in like a mini game, like how they did Bounty Hunter. You know, like certain mini games, you have certain abilities that you can use within that mini game. You know, so I think something would be cool, like if they had weapons that maybe had like special abilities, not special attacks. Like, let's say you have a weapon that kind of like the Soul Reaper. Like you have a weapon that gives you, I don't know, increased RNG, but it doesn't have like a special. But while you're wearing this weapon, your RNG goes up like a crazy amount. Or you have a weapon that doesn't have special attack, but it heals you every few, kind of like Guthans, you know? But I think that would be cool, something like that. Like, or you have this weapon that is like 20-30% more accurate, something like that. I don't know. I think I like what they're doing with the game. I think everything should just be 99. But since the game is within, there's only certain things you can do in the game. They got to get more creative to make the game more fun. And I think something like that would be interesting. Like, okay, you only have 99 hit points, right? Or you only have whatever 120 hit points when you pot up. So now if you add in a summoning, now you can make it to where your weapons hit. Oh, we almost got him out of there. Now you can make it to where your weapons hit higher, but it's still the same game, you know. And if people don't like it, you just put it in a mini game, something like that. I think it would be dope, you know. Or even like let's say like abilities. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever played a game like Final Fantasy and you ever fought like the character Sephiroth. Look at that, bro. Got lucky as fuck. Area fought the character Sephiroth. So someone like Sephiroth, one of just ridiculous, which they have a character in the game who's similar to that. I forget the dude's name in the game. He's an NPC, but he's kind of like Sephiroth. Maybe one of you guys would know who I'm talking about, but like, I don't know. I just feel like they could do a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? And just make it more interesting, but keep the mechanics the same. Here we go. Fuck, I'm dead. Nah, I'm not dead. Let's get him out of here. Yeah, you thought, kid. You thought, kiddo. That was close. All right. We gotta kill this dude. I don't know why the fuck we were wrecking everybody earlier. And now, when I'm about to get my tier 10, now they want to, see what I'm saying? They're giving me slow ass hits. Like, people are surviving my special attacks now. I haven't played that game, but I know what you mean, abilities. And when I say abilities, like, I don't mean like EOC. So this game, there was a big thing where the game almost ended back in 2013 because they created this thing called the end of combat update, or basically the evolution of combat update. Where they messed up was they tried to make the game like World of Warcraft, or they tried to make it like other games. And the thing about this game is it's a very unique game. And that's what makes the game great. So the moment they try to make it like World of Warcraft, or they try to make it like these other games, it's always gonna fail. So when I'm talking about like abilities, putting abilities in the game, that's what, with that being said, always keeping the same mechanics of the game. But something that would be dope for me would be like, let's say you have a weapon and you can teleport behind your opponent and they can't attack you for a moment. You know, shit like that, which I do at sometimes when I'm in like Edgeville. I'll use a glory and I'll just like teleport around and piss them off. I'm gonna lock in right now because I gotta get this guy out of here. I'm sick of fighting this dude. And I messed up. I only got 7 vengeance sacks on me. I only got 6 vengeance sacks left. Damn it, man. Here we go. About to lock in right here. Let's get this dude out of here. All right, here he comes in a second. He's about to spec. I'm going to wait. So yeah, what other games have you guys played? But one thing about this game, one of the reasons I love this game is because the grind that you have to do on this game, especially back in the day, like to get a 99, you had to fucking grind, man. You had to really, really grind. And that it taught me work ethic, you know? And it translated when I started wrestling and doing jiu-jitsu, because I was like, oh, this is like RuneScape. I just gotta grind. I just gotta grind out my stats, get 99 jiu-jitsu. I just gotta grind out my stats in the gym, get 99 strength. So it did translate to real life. And that's one of the reasons why I always come back to this game. Apex Legends and Call of Duty. Apex Legends, was that a shooter game? And Alex, one thing about this specific mini game, you know, like how in regular PvP, know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab a light bearer next. I'm gonna get this guy out of here. So in regular PvP, one thing you could do is like do protection prayers. In this mini game, you can't do a protection prayer. Here we go. I got a second spec coming. I gotta be careful though, because now if I have a second one coming, that means he has two. He's gonna try to spec me out twice back to back, and they're going to be guaranteed hits because he has a Void Waker. So that's where I gotta be careful here. See what I'm saying? Plugins, now I don't use plugins. Like, you got RS Buddy and all that shit, but I don't really mess with them just because the way I came up playing, I wasn't really able to use plugins because of the laptop I had. So now I have a way better laptop, but I'm just so used to playing this way. I mean, for the longest, back when I would play, I would actually PK without a mouse. So I don't know. I might look into some plugins. Let me see. I had RS back in middle school, but I wasn't locked in. As I am now. The plugin is better. So I just need more time on the clock. So that's why I'm going in and out, because I need to get my light bearer. Actually, now I'm gonna keep this set up just because the Ring of Suffering comes in clutch. But I do need to go change up my gear. Quest helper. Yeah, the quest helper guarantee. Yeah, always. The way I do quests, I just watch YouTube videos. If they're quests that I haven't done before, I just watch YouTube videos and I just follow the quests step by step. That's one thing that pisses me off like no other when you're doing a quest and you just can't figure out the shit. Like back in the day, it took me way back in the day, you would be baffled how long it took me to finish Desert Treasure. Nowadays, you just go on YouTube. And watch a video and just do it step by step. This guy's annoying as fuck. Look at that. So now he's specking and running, so we're gonna skip him. Dude's a goofball. And these last two kills, man, what the fuck is going on? These last two kills should not be this hard. We started the stream whooping everybody's ass. Within like 30 seconds, get stuck on a quest is the worst. Yeah, that should make you want to quit the game. It should make you want to quit the game real quick. All right, bro. I'm gonna see you again later. I followed you. See you, Phil. Great, appreciate you. I'm gonna be streaming like almost every day, so much love, appreciate you. And check out the new video I just posted on McGregor and his bar fight in Ibiza. Check it out. Much love. We're going to get these next two kills. We got to get these kills, guys. Like, we're not going out like this. My man. Here we go. All right, so I got my vengeance sacks right there. Boom. I've always been a PKer though. Like even back in the day, one of my favorite things to do in the game was to just watch PK videos. You know, I thought that shit was super dope. And like I'd watch Kid Range videos, which I don't know if you guys know who that is. Some of you guys who played the game back in the day might know. But Kid Range, like he crashed out. He was like, he like was in a cult or started some cult and was doing all types of weird shit. At one point, people did documentaries on Kid Range. Very interesting. It's like when bro went outside for the first time in his life, he just didn't know how to act no more. All right, here we go. We gotta get these 2 kills, guys. I'm gonna zone in, and we're gonna get these 2 kills. But yeah, like I said earlier, Kid Range became a PK or IRL. Man, this guy keeps following me everywhere. Yeah, literally, Kid Range became a PK or IRL. Bro started like drinking blood and doing all types of weird shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you on? You know what I'm saying? Here we go. We got to fight with after game. See how everybody's in the same gear? Here we go. Yeah, man, Kid Range's story is insane. But the guy made some damn good PK videos back in the day. We gotta admit that. There's a dude back in the day as well. I mean, depending how far you guys go back, there was a dude, I forget his name, Skychi. You guys remember him? It's funny because guys like Skychi, way back in the day, just little computer nerds, if he would have kept streaming, bro would have made millions of dollars if he would have kept doing RuneScape content. But also, you know, for some of those guys back in the day, the game just wasn't healthy for them to play. So I understand that as well, because people get obsessed with this game. People get obsessed with this game. I don't. Yeah, he's just he was a YouTuber back in the day, like one of the first RuneScape YouTubers, but he had like a pretty huge following. And basically before streaming was a thing, he was kind of streaming. But, you know, everyone made fun of him because he was like a fat nerd. They're like, oh, you're a nerd, blah, blah, blah. And he would grind on RuneScape for like literally 24 hours, damn near a day. Bro would not leave his room. And then he ended up quitting the game, which for someone like him, yeah, I think that was probably the best move. For me, I have a real life outside of RuneScape. You know, I just do this shit for fun. Like, I'm chilling. I live a pretty good life, so I can kind of like, you know, like, this is what I do. Like, after I get off the stream, I'm gonna go train my balls off. And who knows? Maybe I'll go stream that as well. You know, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of kickboxing. The shit I've been working recently, a lot of 360 kicks. You know, a lot of cool shit. So that's what I'm gonna be doing after I get off the stream. That's why we need to get these 2 kills. But for someone like Skychi, all he did was play RuneScape. So that's not healthy as well. You know, there's all about balance. Here we go. I don't know if we're gonna kill this guy now. I timed it wrong. But yeah, so like the grind it takes to get a 99, that's the same mindset I use with martial arts. I was like, I'm gonna get 99 jiu-jitsu. That was my mindset. And that's how I got my belt, my black belt, like relatively quickly. You know, it takes usually minimum 10 years to get a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I got my black belt seriously after about 8 years. You know, and if I go in the other room, I'll show you guys. I got fucking medals on medals on medals. American National Champion, American National Bronze medals, all types of shit. But that's one thing about this game that I think is one of the reasons I really like it. It has taught me, in a weird way, a lot about life. In a weird, fucked up way. Isn't that weird? Like playing RuneScape, somehow you're learning life lessons and shit. You know? But I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't know. But you guys let me know. Have you gotten any life lessons from playing games? One game I used to play a bunch back in the day was Metal Gear Solid. That was like one of my favorite games of all time. Metal Gear Solid, I played like pretty much all of them. Snake Eater, that's one that stands out in my mind right now. But I don't know if do you guys know that game, Metal Gear Solid? Here we go. This time we're gonna get this guy. Yeah, I learned how to not get scammed. Exactly. And that's a valuable lesson to learn. You know, like you might have gotten scammed on RuneScape for some GP, but that goes a long way in real life, you know? All right, man, these claws are just not hitting. They're just not hitting anymore. Fuck, man, these fucking claws. I'm gonna switch up the style. Maybe I'll grab the Soul Reaper. Maybe we just gotta switch it up. So, Phil, you're about to see one of the new weapons in the game in a second here when I pull out the Soul Reaper. And this weapon base is pretty cool. It's a dangerous weapon to use because if you don't know how to really use it, you're gonna get fucked up. Because it like basically manipulates like the player's life force. So like every time you get hit, every time you hit the player for 4 times, you basically, it takes some of your health. But whenever you're ready to use it, you can get those health points back and land a big blow. I remember G-Maul specs. Yeah, G-Maul is still one of the best weapons till this day. I just don't like the G-Maul because for me, it just doesn't really hit. Like, I've gotten some big kills with the G-Mauls, but more often than not, it doesn't hit. You know? So, I'm gonna pull out the Soul Reaper. Here we go. This is a Soul Reaper. We got 40 seconds. And if he runs out of time, then he runs out of time. Fuck this guy. That's just what it is. With Soul Reaper with the Vesta Spear. You know what? I'm going to take off my Ring of Suffering. I'm going to put on the Light Bearer. All right, we got 10 seconds. I'm going to run back in because I'm not ready to fight yet. Should I just kill him? Fuck it, I'm just going to kill this dude. All right, so here we go. So I have to be careful because the way that this dude could kill me would be in the beginning of the fight when my weapon's damaging me. I got my triple eats all lined up. There we go. So then that's another thing, like when I take the weapon off, if it's like been X amount of seconds, it's going to heal me. See what I'm saying? That's why it's a dangerous weapon. See, he timed me and knew I was going to use it and knew that it was going to hit me. So it's dangerous for me to use it in some scenarios. So with this weapon, you got to be locked in. But the plus side of it is hold on. The plus side of it is I can also heal myself. Look at that. Shit hit 0. Almost got him out of there. If they got to add a new Gmaul with more accuracy. Yeah, I agree with that. The Gmaul is a great weapon, but it just needs a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It really does. Gmaul is a hell of a weapon. Oh, yeah. So real quick, for some of you guys in the chat who are new, you know, never met me before. I'm a pro fighter. You know, I play Runescape on the side. You know, I didn't realize how many people would actually like Runescape streaming, but you know, you guys love this shit. So, and I'm having fun playing with you guys as well. So, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you one of my fights while I go take a piss, and then we're going to get this T10. Be right back. Let me know what you think about this fight.
On your toes, circling.
That the funny story about this fight. I whooped this dude's ass, and you guys can see the fight yourself. This dude was talking about some. Oh, I won that fight. Absolutely destroyed this dude. But I want to show you guys, you know, the perseverance. Like, this is a long ass fight. It's like a 15-minute fight. But in this round right here, in the second round, I took a big punch. This is back when I used to fight 170. Took a big punch right here. You know, and this dude was juiced out of his mind as well. This guy was on all the steroids in the world. Bro was on so many steroids. You could just see it and look at him. But I was PKing this dude IRL. 99 strength IRL type shit, you know. You'll see right here. He actually sets up a good, I think it was a overhand. And it hits my temple. You know, watch this. It's coming right here. So all these moves I'm using right now, I'm using a lot of parries and stuff like that. He's climbing. Yeah, exactly. Bro's climbing IRL. Bro was juiced out of his fucking mind. And he was a world champion wrestler as well. He's doing a lot of calf kicks. You know, in this fight, I actually cracked my shin, and it was cracked for months. Right there, he landed a good overhand, and he went in for a takedown. You know, he got the takedown because we were in the ring, blocking all these shots. You know, none of these are getting through. So some people were like, "Oh, you were taking big damage." You took no damage here. 99 defense type shit. You know, and then from here, this is where the jiu-jitsu comes into play. This is my shit. I was turned to my back, which is dangerous, but I am really good off from defending from my back. Then I basically do a jiu-jitsu move, kind of roll through, shrimp through, roll through, boom, back to the feet, you know? And then here we are, I'm talking some shit to him, you know, throwing some hands, boom, almost knock him out with the head kick right there. Superman punch, boom. You know, here I should have kept pressuring him. But to be honest, I was a little tired there. So I was like, all right, let me chill out for a second. You know, so I'll give you the clip notes of the fight. We're just going back and forth. You know, I got him bloodied up. I'm kind of whooping his ass. Round ends. This is how the fight. Then we go into the third round. And his whole shit was he needs to take me down. That's his only hope in hell of winning the fight. So here I'm piecing him up with a lot of push kicks. And when I talk about Runescape, one of the things I learned from PKing, this concept of constantly switching your style. So in this fight, mid-fight, I had to switch the style, and I figured out that the teep kicks were going to work. You know, when a teep kick is basically just the long kick I'm doing right there. Every time I'd hit him with that kick to the body, it was gassing him out, and it made him afraid to take me down. You know, and I didn't even realize it until right now, but there's been multiple fights, like for example, Conor McGregor versus Chad Mendes, where he did a very similar style to stop the takedowns. You know, I'm a way better fighter now than I was then. I can't wait for you guys to see my next fight. But yeah, basically, you know, we just keep going, whatever. This is the end of the fight. He tries to take me down. That's his only hope to hell to win. Boom, sprawl on his ass. He tried to take my back. I spin through. Boom, now I'm on a takedown. We get back to the feet. I should have hit him with a knee there. Hit him with a little small elbow. Boom, take him down. You know? And he tries to throw a couple little uppercuts. But then the fight, he's over with. You know, whooped his ass. And in the first round, you guys didn't see the crisp ass boxing I was using on this dude. I was absolutely destroying this dude with the hands. You know, but now we're gonna go back to Runescape. Oh, hold up. Yeah. Phil, you were asking about. Here we go. So this is Oda Block. He's one of the best PKers in the game. Let's find a good clip. And he actually is a pretty legit PKer. Like his most popular clip. Let me see here. I love this clip.
I see. He ran away from my OGSG mall. Listen, the reason why he runs away is for that exact reason what just happened right there. He got one like millisecond of a gap on me, and it made him like get in out of my OGS range.
You look geeked up.
Yep. My God, bro. He just hit me. He goes, bro, I don't care. You're actually being rude as fuck, and I'm gonna fuck you up. You're actually mentally weird. And then he goes, I'm better than you in real life. You make 100K a month. I make that every week. He said, come, I'm gonna give you the smoke.
No, no more. That's it. I don't care. I didn't care.
This is actually like the first Oda Block clip I've seen. I was like, dude,
something just snapped. Something inside of me. Sit down! Sit down! Sit down! Sit down, you pussy coward! Sit down!
shit's hilarious to me. I get the same way when I'm playing, like, especially when we're risking big, bro. I get into it, bro. So now we're gonna get back to whooping these dudes' ass. We got to get this tier 10. Took a little break. The Muslim warrior came out after him after he got that kill. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. All right, here we go. Let's get it. So I got the Soul Reaper. I'm gonna go back to how I was PKing before. Soul Reaper is a great weapon. It's just a dangerous weapon to use right now. So boom, boom. Here we go. And if we get into the right fight, then I'm gonna pull out the Soul Reaper. But until we get these next 2 kills, I'm gonna keep it the way we've been going, how we just been wrecking everybody. All right, let's do it. So for you dudes in the chat who don't know how to PK, you can triple E. So boom, 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 and you can also quadruple E, but it takes a little bit more skill to do that. So it's just makes it way harder to kill you. So you guys can see, like, when I'm damn near almost, and if I don't want to die, which I'm gonna show you guys later, I'm gonna show you guys some really, really cool shit later. Like, if I don't want to die, it's gonna be really fucking hard to kill me. Like, all I have to do is put on the redemption prayer. The problem with that is, the reason I'm not doing it right now is because if you mess up, you're gonna get smited. And the thing is, if you mess up, the reason I'm not doing it right now is because I want to get a big smite on somebody. So that's why I'm not using it right now. But like, when people are doing these crazy, trying to combo you out, you put on that redemption prayer, one of the oldest prayers in the game, but it's one of the best prayers in the game. And it's one of the, like, you can be damn near immortal. Like, if you hit it right, as long as you don't get like super KO'd, like your hit points go under 10% and you triple E, you could do that multiple times. You know, and it's something I'm actually really good at. I've actually never seen another player do it. All right, here we go. Or be as good at it as I am. Watch, he's gonna try to spec right here in a second. See, so right there, if I would have had redemption on, I would have been like right back to 100 HP because I would have triple eight. All right, here we go. I'm just trying to be real calculated with how I take this dude out now. All right, I'm gonna get my light bearer after this. This shit's pissing me off. We gotta kill these guys. I'm just getting terrible RNG right now. I think that's the best way to get these guys out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna get my light bearer. I'm out. All right, let's do it. What's the most you guys have ever PK'd? The biggest PK I've ever had was 700 mil. 700 mil in one kill. You know, I know it's not much. There's some people who do way more than that, you know, but for me, because I don't really do big crazy risk fights where I'm risking 500 mil or 1 bill. You know, now that I'm back playing consistently, maybe one of these days we'll do a big wrist fight. Void Waker from here is really nice. I lost mine first try here. Yeah, Void Waker kills. I've gotten a few of those. Yeah, Void. It's always nice getting one of those. It's funny. Like, I wish I would have got this kill on clipped, but this dude attacked me and he had a Void Waker, a Rancor, and something else. But he was like trolling. And I got super lucky and I KO'd him. And he was like one of these guys who was like a 3-itemer. Basically, I was fighting someone else. I was risking a good amount. He tried to PJ and spec me and run, and I killed him. And it was like 130 mil or something. It was hilarious. All right, so now he's going to think that we have 1 spec left. I'm going to use that to our advantage. I should have brought a warrior ring as well. All right, I don't think I'm going to be able to smite this dude, so now I'm going to show you guys what I mean. I'm going to put on the redemption prayer. So now I can really open up here, because I know the chances of him KOing me are way less here when I have this on. Yeah, that was his chance to kill me right there. Yeah, I'm getting fucking destroyed, man. What the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm about to run in a second. I'm getting destroyed. Here we go. Got a big hit right there. Big hit again. All right. It's going to wait a second. Got him. Perfect. Nice. We just need one more kill now. One more kill and we'll have our tier 10. Fucking finally. So we were here last time. I'm gonna keep the soul reap or the light bearer on. I'm just trying to try to get another noob and we'll try to get him out of there quick. Fucking finally. That dude was annoying as hell. But I told you guys earlier. Boom. Book of Fire brings Mimo Musashi. So let's go back to the fire chapter right quick. So this book right here is basically like, you know how I was telling you guys earlier about like how I use the shit I learned from Runescape to basically help me get my black belt in jiu-jitsu in real life, or help me become a better fighter in real life, right? So that's kind of what this book is like. So this is the fire scroll, the fire chapter. Miyamoto Musashi was a dude, real dude. He had 60 death matches in real life. Samurai fights. He's like the best samurai of all time. I'm gonna go back to how we were going before, and if it goes left, then I'm gonna go back to using the light bearer. But all right, so I'm gonna read this to you real quick. The fire scroll. In the military science of the individual two-sword school, combat is thought of as fire. Matters pertaining to victory and defeat in combat are taught through the scroll of fire and written down within here. To begin with, people of the world all think the principles of advantage in martial arts in small terms. Some know how to take advantage of a flick of the wrist using tips of the fingers. Some know how to win using a fan by a timely movement of the forearm. Then again, using a bamboo sword or something like that. They may learn to mirror the advantage of speed, training their hands and feet in this way, concentrating on trying to take advantage of a little more speed. So basically, he's just talking about, he's saying it in a weird way, but basically what he's saying is, he's talking about, like, for example, feints. In real life, when it comes to real fighting, you could do it in RuneScape as well, but like, let's say I'm on here, right? And I'm switching my weapons real quick. but I'm not going to actually do the weapon. He's talking about like feints. He's talking about shit like that. He's talking about when it comes to fighting, fighting is basically like the art of deception. We're talking about real life fighting, and same thing in RuneScape. So it's funny, like RuneScape PvP is like chess. Same thing in real life. But the Book of Fire, the Ring of Fire chapter is a book baiting people out. Yeah, exactly. It's a book that is a great book, you know, really is, even if you're not a fighter. All right, here we go. Let's get this last kill. Let's get this fucking kill, man. Shit. We should have been got this kill. But everybody wanted to be a noob. All right, so now about to get this. But yeah, this one right here. That one, boom. The Book of Five Rings. And this one. I'm sure you guys heard this. The Art of War, Sun Tzu. And it's not about RuneScape. RuneScape is just we got Switzerland in the house. RuneScape is just Switzerland wants to fight. I'll fight this dude. He's risking a good amount. I don't care if we die to this dude. We'll fight him. Hopefully we don't lose a level. Damn, I gotta get my anti-venom. So yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna lock in for a second. Not a pro MMA fighter, but prison taught me to fight for my life. We got Wes Watson in the chat. Guys. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Yeah, tell me more about that. What'd you go to prison for? No judgments. Well, I have had some friends that, you know, have been in the pen for different things. You know, sometimes you do different things. Fun fact, John Jones became one of the reasons he became such a great fighter, I personally think, is because when he was 18, I believe, he actually went to jail for a bit. And that's not to say, like, oh, if you want to be a great fighter, you got to go to jail. No, it's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, one of the things with John Jones, I don't know if you guys really watch MMA like that, but everybody knows John Jones was a dude who would stomp your knees out, right? And he would do like dirty moves, quote unquote. Whenever he talked about this in an interview. Whenever he went to jail when he was younger, he was a state champion wrestler. He was talking to some dude, right? And this guy was like an old head who's been in the pen for a minute and like had been there and done that. And he was like, yeah, you know, the thing about me is you might do all that wrestling stuff, but the thing about me is I'll stomp your knees out. And Jones said that actually scared him, you know. And it's funny because what you're saying, because it's funny because when you see him fight, that's what he would do. He would stomp people's knees out. So him learning about that moment and being intimidated in jail is one of the reasons why today he's an incredible fighter, you know. So yeah, that's very valid. Like, I'm sure going to the pen would make you have to learn how to fight for your life, you know. So yeah, much respect to you. I'm sure you're a reformed man, you know. And sometimes people they didn't do, you know. So no judgments here, but you know, if you're on that Wes Watson shit, you don't know if you know who Wes Watson is, but he's a dude who's saying, oh, I just know how to fight because I know how to fight because I'm 260. All right, we're gonna skip this guy. We need a good fight. We need to whoop someone's ass. And the boy Switzerland, I would fight him, but look at this fucking guy. This guy's still following me around. Hopefully we get him as a target so we can actually get our tier 10. But yeah, I love the Runescape community as well. You know, a lot of good people. A lot of good people in there. Make sure you hit that like button. We're about to get this tier 10. When we get this tier 10, you guys gotta go ape shit. Took us fucking almost 4 hours to get it. We're gonna get it right now. This guy's level 107. And once we get it, I'm gonna go train. All right, yeah, this is an easy kill. Yes. This is an easy kill. We're gonna get this guy the fuck up out of here quick. Shit. My click went off. I clicked it wrong, guys. Fuck. I fucked up there. Clicked it completely wrong. But this guy, we're gonna get this guy the fuck up out of here. He has an AGS. So I'm gonna save. This guy is such a goofball. Like, look at the way this dude's playing. Know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab my light bearer. I'm gonna grab my light bearer on this guy. He's not gonna be able to survive 4 special attacks in this shitty ass gear he's in. He's gonna skip. Is he gonna skip? I'm gonna grab warrior ring, light bearer. He's not gonna be able to survive that. I think I'll be able to get him out with the first spec if I time it right. And then we're gonna have our tier 10, which we've actually already got 10 kills, but one of them was a rogue kill, so it doesn't count. All right, let's go. Let's see if he actually comes out and fights. Pretty sure he will. These dude's risking like 50K. This is what I'm gonna do as well. I'm gonna put my redemption prayer on so he can't kill me. What the fuck is this guy doing? Let's go. We want some action. Have any of you guys been in the chat? Have any of you guys in the chat ever been in a fight before in your life? I guess he's trying to make me skull up on him. This guy is bitch made. Yep, and he has a Void Waker. Dumbass. We got him. We got the tier 10. Let's go, guys. Let's fucking go. We got it. 10 kills in a row. So now we're gonna turn this in. My man, Current Commerce, appreciate that. 56 points. So now we're at 277. Oh yeah, easy work. Easy work, guys. Appreciate you guys. Hey, check out my new video I just did on the McGregor fight. You know, check out some of the other videos if you want to learn how to fight. I gotta go train right now. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be back on soon, and we're gonna get another tier 10. Peace.